Hello everybody, it's Girl Got Game, and welcome to not the usual Saturday night stream. I'm hoping I have my microphone working properly tonight, unlike the last time I tried to stream this game, and I'm not just talking to myself in this room. So, hopefully, things are going good. To Zachary of the future, if you're seeing this in the future, I hope you're having a great vacation. Thanks for popping in to chat briefly to wish me luck with the boys. I appreciate it. Yeah, this time it hasn't been 84 years, it's been 42 years. A little like half the time since the last time I played this delightful game. I think it was 6 months ago was the last time I streamed it. Max is sick today, so the Danganronpa stream was cancelled, but that means I get to continue this delightful game instead. And hopefully win Sir Locksley's heart in the great game of Arcade Spirits, the New Challengers. So, I think what happened last time is we were going around talking to everybody. It was like the first day of us managing our new esports team. And a couple of the members of our team were playing Fist of Discomfort 2 in the beginning of the room, but weren't... They were taking a little long playing the game. So then we went to go and check on them, and I think that's where we're catching up now. So... here we go. On arriving at the center of the arcade, I see them in the middle of a pretty intense match, with everyone else just sort of watching from the sidelines. Curious, I join the fringes of the group to see what's going on.
Oh, for sake. That's the third time I've been ganked. Domino, get your skinny ass up here and defend me.
Skinny ass. Right, you two were the ones playing.
Can't talk, swarmed by ninja. Or ninjas? Do you pluralize ninja, or is ninja already plural?
I think you pluralize ninja. Ninjas? Ninja sounds right, not ninja.
Oh, shut the up and help me! We're gonna lose this match if you don't get your act together.
I didn't exactly see you diving into my lane to save my bacon when they roasted me in round 1, Zapper-chan.
Zapper-chan! I love it.
I'll bail you out when you learn the difference between your joystick and your
Whoa! Oh, good. They're fighting. Just what I was hoping for. Some interpersonal drama to sort out.
Finally, you decide to stop twiddling your thumbs and dive my lane. Honestly, Domino, you've got the speed and grace of a garbage truck.
Are we trash talking then? Is that what's expected of me? Okay, I can trash talk.
Okay.
Because you've built your life entirely around this game while pushing your friends away, you're probably going to die alone and unloved.
And there's the unhinged Domino we've come to know and love.
In a decade or so, your reflexes will be too shot to do the one thing you were any good at. You'll be like a high school quarterback who has nothing at the end of the road but alcoholism and loneliness. Also, you smell like poop.
Sheesh.
Well, did I talk trash of sufficient quality to earn your admiration, Zapper?
Music just dies. Exactly 3 seconds of absolutely horrified silence follow as Zapper's expression slides perfectly from terror to rage. And then she makes that rage known, rather directly. With instinctive anger, she uses both hands to give Domino a hard shove away from her, which causes him to stumble, trip over his ratty old backpack he'd left on the floor, and fall on his rear. Everyone in Magnificent 7 stands speechless as Domino sits on the floor with Zapper looming over him. On realizing everyone's staring, Zapper stammers, lips moving silently before she finally blurts out a retort.
I quit. Screw this. Screw you all. I'm going home.
What happened? I know I was gone for 6 months, but what happened, guys? With determination, she shoves past the rest of the group, on her way out the door to leave good, clean fun, presumably forever.
Oh no.
Oh no, no, no. Grace, it's okay. Deep breaths.
This can't be happening.
It's happening again, isn't it? It's all coming apart. I should have stepped in. I knew this would happen. No, the one who should have stepped in quicker was me. Know what Domino is capable of. What Zapper is capable of. Let's go get a soda and relax a bit while they sort this out. Okay? Oh, okay.
Right. Rock, paper, scissors, then.
Rock, paper, scissors is what got those two into the mess in the first place.
On 3. 1.
What?
I'm sad to say this isn't the first time those two have had a bit of an altercation, or the first time Zapper's quit the team. First time she's ever shoved someone, mind you. That's a bit of an escalation.
So we're trying to figure out which one of us is going to chase down Zapper and who's going to tend to Domino.
It's only at that moment that I notice Domino has indeed slinked off somewhere, silently leaving the scene of the crime. Maybe I should be doing this. I'm the manager, right? I need to manage my team.
HR duties aside, it might help to hear it from us. We've known both of them for a little bit longer.
Agreed. 'Tis an admirable suggestion, but 'twould be best if we handle this. We've done it before and have no qualms doing it again.
And again, looping in stagnation. That's why I'm here, right? Iris said they needed me. Even Zapper agreed the team desperately needed fresh blood. If I'm not willing to step in here, this sort of thing is just going to happen again. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not for weeks, but at the very least, I can overrule their rock, paper, scissors and take on one of these two myself. Thanks for wanting to take care of this, but I'm going to help too. I'm not only their manager, but I'm their friend too. So I'm in. Both Rhapsody and Locksley give me a solemn nod, but now I need to decide who I want to go after. How do I check my affection? Which button was that? Was that F1? Nope. F2? Nope. F3? Nope. Before I just keep pressing buttons. Maybe it was right click? Oh, I think it was like clicking on the iris icon in the top. Drat, I should have looked at that before I picked one. So I was going to pick the one that I got the least amount of affection with. Bummer. I guess I'm going to have to leave this up to the good old coin. But before I do, doing all that button mashing made me mess up my chat. So let me just fix that real quick. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, just gotta resize that bad boy. There we go. And get my OBS back. Badoop. I think we're cooking. Cool. Okay. For Zapper, we'll do heads, and for Domino, we will do tails. Hiya! Heads. Alright. Zapper it is. Oh, hold on. I'm still not done with my chat thing. There we go. Finally. Okay. Zapper. I'd better go after Zapper. She said she's going home. Where does she live?
All the way across town. She'd be taking the subway. But you might catch up to her if you start running.
One foot in front of the other. Got it. Good luck with Domino.
Worry not, my friend. Rhapsody and I will handle him with care.
I believe in you two. Alright. We're off. And out of curiosity... She is actually lower than Domino, so the coin kneweth what was the most correct option. It's a big city. If I can't find Zapper before she hops a train, I'll have to cross the whole thing looking for her. Running at top speed, I nearly take a tumble down the stairs to the subway station in my effort to get to her quickly. Fortunately, I spot her. Getting on a train, headed to Midtown, I barely squeeze through the doors of her car before it takes off. We found her. By the time I actually approach, I'm so out of breath I can barely do more than wheeze and gasp. Zapper! Just a moment. She passes a hand in front of her face, wiping at her eyes before casting an annoyed look my way. The beat you doing here? Let me guess, you won the rock, paper, scissors showdown. Ugh.
This is messy.
Look, you can forget it, okay? I'm done. Burn the bridge, no going back. I'm done. I'm out. It's over. I'm a lousy fit for the team anyway. Forcing air back into my lungs. I really need to do cardio, clearly. I speak up to protest that. Your friends will forgive you. They've done it before. I say you're a perfect fit. We're aiming for the top, aren't we? It's just what you wanted. Why do you think you're a lousy fit for the team? I need both kindly and gutsy for Locksley, so I can't really do wrong here. I'm trying to remember what Zapper likes too. I feel like she likes gutsy. So I might go gutsy for her. Yeah, let's go gutsy. I'd say you're a perfect fit. We're aiming for the top, aren't we? It's just what you wanted. That's not true. Especially not now. I'm here, remember? I'm aiming for the gold, for the prize at the end of the Pro Tour. Now more than ever, we need people with your drive and ambition. You're a perfect fit. Okay, so your temper got the better of you, but I'm sure you'll be forgiven if you apologize, and then we can get back to kicking ass. Sound good? It sounds good. Then why doesn't she look happy? I just walk back in, say, my bad, and everything's okay. Is that it? All because you need a pro-level player. That's it. No.
Well, this sucks.
I can't just pretend this didn't happen. Even if they'd happily go along with it to maintain the illusion that everything is fine. She pauses after that, trying to figure out her words before actually saying them, hoping to explain what she means.
Look, let me put it to you this way.
Alright, hit me up, girl.
They're all good people. Better people than me. They keep allowing me to up. It's okay, we still love you, Zapper. But I hurt Domino. That wasn't harsh language, that was literal violence.
You gave him a shove and he fell over. It was an accident, heat of the moment. He said some messed up things to you, so I'd allow it.
And don't give me, oh, you didn't really mean to hurt him. He just tripped over his bag because so what?
She called me out.
That can't be forgiven. It shouldn't be forgiven. I'm an abusive jerk and I don't deserve it. I'm an asshole.
I think you might be going a little far with that comparison.
Jinx may think she's the cursed one, but if anyone's gonna drag this team down to the depths, it's me. Because I don't know how not to be a piece of
I wasn't aware Jinx thought of herself as the cursed one. Interesting.
Don't you see? I can't go back. I wouldn't inflict myself on my own worst enemy, much less on my friends.
And Zephyr goes quiet, looking at her toes rather than meeting my gaze. I'm not entirely sure what I can do to fix this. I don't think I can just pour emotional reassurance over her head and call it a day. She's buried so deep in self-loathing that it'd just make it worse if I offer empty platitudes. But I shouldn't just let her go, right? Can't take it on face value that she really wants to abandon her friends. Zapper, do you want to come back to the team?
Want's got nothing to do with it. I can't. It'd be no good for anyone if I come back. Give it a few weeks and this whole mess will happen again. Right?
I really like that they have a lot more voice acting in this game. I probably said it before, but... Wrong. And here's why. As manager, I could allow you back in on probation. That way it's not completely forgiven. We could claim your evil twin was responsible. Iris could probably fake some video footage of you fighting her. If you're worried the same thing will happen again, don't. I'm here for all of us. Things will change. I don't really like the other... Well, the top one's not bad, but I don't like the quirky one at all. I'm torn between these two. Do I want to be basic? Let's try the basic one, why not? You folks are seriously stuck in a rut, aren't you? If you keep making mistakes and they keep forgiving you, that's a hell of a loop to repeat. But there's an X factor in play you aren't considering, Zapper. What's that? Me. The fact that they could literally play rock, paper, scissors to see who would check on you says that this has become way too common. If this sort of thing happens again, I'll step in and cut it off. I know what to look for now, and I won't let the cycle repeat. Consider me your combo breaker. I'm the one who's going to bust you out of the loop just by existing. It's true, we've never had a manager before, or even a newcomer to our little insular gang. I mean, the newest recruit is Locksley, and he came on board like 3 years ago. That's stagnation.
Okay.
You keep me in check, and I'll be willing to come back. Make sense? Makes sense. Zapper looks around, realizing for the first time that we've been zooming along at high speed during this entire exchange. Let's switch trains and head back. I'll pay your fare. It's only fair. The fare. I'll use the time to figure out how I'm gonna apologize to Domino for the assault and the trash talk. This is probably the worst I've felt in years. Normally someone comes at me all like, "Yo, Zapper, you go too far." I'm like, "Man, what ifs?" But this time... Hey, Mora! Welcome! Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? Glad you could join me. This time, it's a friend that you hurt. Yeah. I need to win back everyone's trust after what I did. And bowing before Domino to beg forgiveness? It's a start. Only a start. On the plus side, I've got Miss Manager to keep me in line from now on, right? Please, just Girl Got Game. Please use my given name. Which makes her smirk, bringing back her usual sarcasm levels. And Doc is here too. Hello to you too, Doc. How are you doing? Glad you could join me as well. Yeah, no, for sure, more. I know that you hop out of Danganronpa, but you can thank Max for getting sick tonight. During the call to me to let me know he was sick, he's like, I guess you can play Arcade Spirits. I'm like, yeah, checks out. I'll do that. So, here I is. I kinda like Miss Manager. Ooh, Miss Manager. Yes, just like that. Discipline me hard. Whoa, Zapper, calm down. It's not your turn, girl. Relax, Girl Got Game. I'm just kidding. Possibly. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. I feel bad for you guys. You came into... You just popped in and you're like, what did I come into the stream for? Yeah, I got spicy real quick. It's only been 18 minutes. Nice. Ah, you're finished Noel's route, Mora. Congrats. You survived, so I'm glad to hear that. With her confidence restored, we ride out the rest of the trip back to good, clean fun and higher spirits. Alright. Well, crisis averted?
So,
despite these two having a bit of an audience in the form of their collective friends and allies, it's like they're in their own isolated world at the moment. Nobody chirps in from the sidelines to let them hash it out without interference.
how you want to do this? Do I apologize and you apologize, or you apologize then I apologize?
Who talks first?
Or do we just apologize at the same time?
Okay, you guys do rock, paper, scissors. Whoever loses has to apologize first. Let's do that.
Okay.
I shouldn't have trash-talked you.
I shouldn't have tried to hurt you with words.
Oh gosh. I feel terrible for hurting you. That was inexcusable.
I knew it'd hurt you to say that, and I have no excuse.
I don't actually want to quit the team if you'll allow me to come back.
I don't want you to quit the team. I forgive you if you'll forgive me.
From now on, I'll try harder to keep my aggression and apathy in check.
I need to do better at stopping myself before I go too far.
So, friends? I know I'm a mess, but...
We're still friends, right? Despite me being a weirdo.
Hey, don't call yourself a weirdo. I get that you're working through stuff.
You're less of a mess than most people I know, honestly.
From now on, I'll reserve my trash talk for our mutual blood enemies.
And I'll save my pithy commentary for people who disrespect you.
And I think I better stop there before this gets any more touchy-feely.
I don't mind touchy-feely, but that's cool. We got it all out.
I don't mind touchy-feely. All good now?
We good.
Yay! Great. The argument was, both of them were having trouble in their FOD2 matchup, and they felt like they weren't being supported by the other one, so they started trash-talking each other. It kind of started with Zapper insulting Domino a little bit, saying like, get your skinny ass over here. And he's like, we are engaging in the trash talk. And then he did like that creepy, unhinged Joker smile at her and kind of went a little too far with his own trash talk towards her by saying like, she's a weirdo that is going to just exist alone and is never going to be good at anything kind of thing. So she pushed him and he fell over his bag. And then she's like, I'm abusive. I reacted with violence towards him and I'm quitting. And he slunk off. And so then we had to go and convince both of them to apologize to each other. So there you go. That's basically what happened. With their word soup spilled all over the floor, they seemed satisfied with the results, even if I could only follow about half of that. Yup. That relief spreads to the rest of the team soon after.
That sounds great.
No worries, Mora.
Thank goodness. Maybe things can get back to normal now. Better than normal, I'd say. Didn't even have to force the apology out of Zapper this time. It's important to have a cohesive team, and I think we just got extra sticky. I'm happy we were able to resolve it all.
Marvelous.
Indeed. Together we are an unstoppable force. We must endeavor not to allow strife to pull us apart again.
Yay, sticky friends. Nothing bonds like pain. Yeah, they're probably better friends. I agree. I hope, Doc. A very upbeat note to end on. Even if team dysfunction led us to need an upbeat note in the first place. Hey. It was probably naive of me to hope that I could just join a team, kick some butt, and win the glory. Real relationships are never quite that clean. They take work. Still, I've clearly brought Zapper a bit further than ever before. Maybe my words will help break whatever cycle they were stuck in. Now, to refocus on the team. Or refocus the team. Okay. Practice time, Magnificent Seven. Great to see everything worked out, but let's not forget why we're here today. We've only got one FOD2 machine, so we'll have to take turns. Let's see. Who's going next?
Hello. Hello.
Oh, hello you two. What's up, pizza dads?
Pardon the interruption. May we barge in unceremoniously?
You want to play FOD2 next?
What? No. We come bearing gifts. Unimaginable treasure in envelope form.
Matt presses a sealed document into my hands, printed on the sort of paper you normally reserve for grand historical declarations. It even has an official-looking seal with a fancy letter H embossed in the wax. H. Are we being summoned to a tribunal of some sort? Do I need a lawyer in a powdered wig or a designated second for trial by combat?
Even better, you're being invited to a local game tournament. A very exclusive one being hosted by an old friend of ours.
H is for Hansa! Hansa, my love! He's back!
It seems your triumph over Team Play to Win is really opening doors. He doesn't open those doors to just anyone, you see. A legendary figure in arcade culture lurking beneath the surface, only emerging for impromptu and spectacular galas of gaming delight. And you're invited to his latest affair. Isn't that nice?
Well, look at you.
Color us impressed at your ability to make an impression. I'm colored. I'm impressed.
Curious, I break the seal and read the letter. Yay, there he is! I can't wait to see Hans's redesign. This is great.
Greetings, Magnificent Seven. You are summoned forth this evening to do battle against other mighty warriors and claim riches untold. To participate in this exclusive tournament, come to the Arcade Surplus Warehouse on 23rd Street by sundown. Those who arrive late shall not be admitted. For the winning team, the ultimate prize at the end of this furious battle, their very own Fist of Discomfort tomb machine.
Hey, we need another of those.
This invitation allows Girl Got Game and a partner of their choosing to participate in the main tournament. However, the rest of your team is encouraged to accompany you and frolic in the festivities. There shall be plenty of social amusements and hot competition for everyone. May the odds be ever in your favor. Signed, your benevolent benefactor, Hamza.
Yay! What's a Hamza? Okay, that's cool. So we get to choose which of our teammates we're like going to go into battle with. So of course I'm gonna take Locksley. What's a Hamza? Is it a new kind of pizza? No. Hamza. The second H is implied. Different twist on the syllable. Hamza is a legendary game finder and auctioneer. Normally, he sells or trades for the games he acquires, but it seems he set up a tournament to let players win games. Whoa. Okay. This could be big for us. From my initial research, which admittedly was just me saying, hey, I researched the web for how to launch an esports team. You got it, Girl Got Game! Now searching. Rhetorical statement, Iris. But yeah, taking part in local tournaments is a terrific way to get a new team off the ground. It's a hell of an opportunity. And having a second FOD2 machine would solve a lot of problems now that I think about it. Team practice would go far more smoothly. Okay! We accept the invitation. Let's do this! Splendid! Wonderful! I see our work here is done. Away we go! Listen up, team! If you want to network with local pros and play some games, tag along. Sounds like everybody can come.
I believe I'll bow out of this one.
Locksley, you're the only one I wanted to take with me! What the actual heck? No! No, you must come with me!
Most unfortunate.
I'm afraid I have other affairs to attend to on this fine eve, but I shall wish you the best on your path to glory.
Oh, okay. Sure thing. Odd that he's bowing out so quickly. Maybe he's got plans to get banned from a few new arcades, or he's joining a midnight protest or something. Granted, I've only seen him in an arcade context. I have no idea what he does in his actual free time. Well... Yeah, I know. You're supposed to be dating us. Did you not get the memo? Sheesh.
Not sure I'm up for playing in a tournament tonight. Travel's rough on me, especially to... What did the invite say? A warehouse? Dodgy.
It's okay, Jinx. You can just hang out a bit, head home whenever you want. I'm not sure this is my scene either, honestly.
Let's do this.
But we'll both still come with you, Girl Got Game. Fly the team colors, shake the pom-poms, whatevs.
Absolutely. For Magnificent Seven. Okay, they don't want to go either, but they're at least coming to support. Okay, so that means I'll be teaming with... Who we got? So you're not coming, which is butts. Jinx and Grace are not interested. So that leaves... I don't think Rhapsody is going to want to play either. So I gotta go with either Zapper... Well, maybe I'll choose Domino just to get, like, more affection with him to hopefully get, like, a good ending by the end of the game. If that's an option. If I even get an option, unless everyone else is like, yeah, I don't want to really do that either. I could pick Rhapsody, but even if things ended well with Zapper and Domino, leaving them to their own devices together might be risky. Instead, I'll tag team with one of them tonight. Who should I enter the tournament with? Okay. So I really only have one of the two. Now I'm curious, does the two who are in a fight change every time, or is it always Zapper and Domino? Like, is it the two people that you have the least affection with get into a fight, and so this is the game's way of, like, trying to get you to build up their affection a little bit more? I just don't know. Alright, Domino. I went to go help Zapper earlier. Now it's your turn. Domino, you're with me. We'll beat them all and make them question their life choices. Domino, I want you in my corner when we make everyone question the life decisions that brought them face to face with us. Sound good?
This can't possibly end badly.
See? Perfect. Oh no, you're good, Mora. That's more like me just hypothetically questioning the universe, but... Maybe the universe will answer back one day and we'll get our answers then.
You and me against a bunch of tough bastards from the local scene in a creepy abandoned warehouse deathmatch. Sure, this sounds like a great idea.
Aww, I wanted to be the one to smash faces and take trophies. You know I'm way more competitive than Domino.
Or it might be nice just to relax after an emotionally taxing day. I don't want you getting burnt out, Zapper. We're going to need you.
Yeah, okay. I can follow the logic on that one. Having a chill evening at home sounds good too. But y'all better kick twice as many butts to make up for a lack of Zapper, okay? Okay.
Okay. Sounds like we've got a plan. Now let's practice a bunch, grab some dinner, and hop a train to this event.
We will destroy all in our path.
Dang. Alright, let's do some kindly to balance out our chaos. Win or lose, we'll show them what Magnificent 7 is all about. Win or lose, we're going to show everyone just what Magnificent 7 is all about. Together, we can do anything. I was thinking that too, Mora. I'm like, you guys don't have to have a quiet night home. Even if you don't compete, you could still come and support, right? Guys? No? No? Okay. Well. With our team spirit restored from this morning's incident, Magnificent 7 gets to work preparing for the tournament to come. As the sun starts to set, we make our way over to the warehouse where the tournament will be held. At first, I wonder if we have the wrong address. This is a largely empty and industrial part of town. We're surrounded by empty factories, condemned buildings, and artifacts of last decade's recession. But the doors to the warehouse are open. There is light and noise and talking coming from inside. So either we stumbled across a rave, or we're right where we need to be. I wonder if we'll run into any... Why are we at the Five Nights at Freddy's warehouse? Why are they on stage? Should I be concerned? Nope, still looks creepy and disturbing from the inside. It's a dumping ground for old arcade games. Someone's long-forgotten treasure trove, now being used as an underground fight club. I wonder if this is the warehouse where we ended the first game. Because that had a lot of old games in it. I wonder. I hate to think what sort of 8-legged monstrosities lurk in every darkened corner of this place, waiting to consume your living soul, right? Unlike me, my teammates are mostly unfazed and split off into their own small groups. Jinx and Grace settle to find somewhere they can relax and have a good spot to see the games from. Rhapsody said they wanted to check in on some casting friends, leaving me and Domino alone. So Rhapsody did come. Okay. Glad you're loving it, Doc. I turned to my teammate, not exactly sure what to make of this place. Is this really what arcade tournaments look like? I mean, my involvement in RL competitions mostly consists of watching EVO from the comfort of my bedroom, but this seems messy. And possibly massively haunted.
Search me. I've never gone to a tournament before. Until you came along, we were perfectly happy hiding away in our little arcade all day long.
Yeah, I remember them being in rows too. It was kind of like a little maze, Mora. And some of these are in rows, so I'm like, it's a possibility. I just don't know. So, we're both out of our comfort zones then.
Hey, sometimes you need to be dragged kicking and screaming out of your comfort zone. It's healthy. Jumping into the scene instead of playing it safe may do us some good. Or it could be disastrous. Call it 50-50 odds. That's probably why Jinx came. She doesn't really go anywhere, you know. It's difficult, what with her physical needs.
I hope she doesn't feel pressured into this.
Nah, you can't really pressure Jinx. She's the one who applies pressure to other people. Trust me on this. Point is, we're all a little outside our comfort zones. Even if we're doing so voluntarily and wholeheartedly.
I'm currently pretty freaking far from my comfort zone. I know it's fall and pumpkin spice is all the rage, but it's not Spoopstoberween Day yet. Spoopstoberween! In fact, I felt a bit paralyzed just loitering by the entrance of the warehouse, not wanting to wander too far into those darkened depths. Fortunately, or unfortunately, someone found us and approached anyway, despite my lack of desire to go any deeper.
Who are you guys?
Well, well, well. Look, Chad, we've got ourselves some genuine celebrities at this event. Lance and Chad from L7 Gaming. They used to be white hot 5 years ago, but haven't picked up any noteworthy wins since then.
Aren't you two from that cute little gang that hangs out in a laundromat? Saw you in Fight Shack earlier.
Right, the GBC team or something like that. Although I think they call themselves Magnificent Seven now.
Well, isn't that special?
So very, very special. I feel special inside just being in the presence of such wonderful people.
Take my advice, Girl Got Game. Go home. You don't deserve to be here.
Great. Haven't been here 2 minutes, and we've somehow already made an enemy. Do I try and smooth this over or just run with it? You're veterans. I recognize you too. I don't know you and you don't know me, so if you got a problem with us, that's on you, not me. Hello! Looking forward to playing with you later. May the best team win. Yeah. Kill him with kindness. Did I wrong you in a past life or something? What's with the dude, my dude? I really like the quirky option. But I gotta go one of these. I don't know. I feel... I really wish I had the ability to scroll back, but I don't yet. I gotta wait till I've done at least one route in this game, so I can go back and check out what I'm lacking in. I kind of want to do the gutsy one out of the two. We literally just met seconds ago, and here you are hating on us. You got a problem with us, that's on you, not me. We haven't done anything to earn your loathing other than exist in the same space as you. So, you want to maybe rethink that attitude? Yeah, kinda just didn't sound right to me, Mora. I wasn't expecting them to react well to that. And looky look, they aren't reacting well.
Seriously? I mean, just look at you. You're a conveniently diverse collection of gamers from across all walks of life. Like an after-school TV special. I can't even accurately describe you all because I'm not allowed to use those words anymore. They won't let me.
What the hell does that mean?
And that's the real reason why you're making media waves. You make all the woke corporate journalists pat themselves on the back for talking you up. All while you take the spotlight away from more deserving gamers.
Exactly. This community was built for people like us. We're the ones who started it and made it grow. This is our club, not yours. No one wants you here. I think I mixed up their voices halfway through, but I literally don't care because they suck.
Exactly. And you think beating play to win makes you big time? A fluke win is a fluke win. We know the real reason anyone gives a beep about you.
Exactly. You don't belong here. So run away, scrubs. Don't embarrass yourselves any more than you already have.
Okay, I'm reasonably sure if I punch these beepers out right here and now, we'd be booted away from the tournament. At least Team Play to Win only hated us because we were losers in their eyes. These two hate us merely for existing. I can practically feel Domino vibrating slightly, with a want to unload on these two.
I feel a burning need to induce self-loathing in this fine fellow.
That could be fun to watch, actually. But is it hypocritical of me to really want him to lay into these guys after what happened this morning? Or could this be considered just desserts for someone who's as repulsive as these two jerkwads?
Whoa! I'm so curious. I feel like if I unleash Domino on them, it would be really entertaining. But I also feel like we might get ejected from the event before we even have the chance to participate. Can I save? I can save. Okay. I'm gonna unleash Domino on them because I want to know what he can do. I mean, he unleashed this morning, but it was misdirected. Maybe it's good to be like, hey, you can trash talk when the time is appropriate. I think that time is right now. We'll be okay, Mora. We'll make it through. We'll figure it out.
Show them what they are, Domino. Go for it. Speak your truth, Domino. Do it.
Yay. Time for a history lesson. L7 Gaming used to be respected. They were giants, spoken of alongside wicked prodigies and the unreal. But then, something changed, yes? What was the turning point exactly? I can't seem to recall the specifics. Something about... Oh, right. You drove away Queen Bee, didn't you? The only good player your team actually had.
That's why L7 sounded familiar, because that was Queen Bee's old crappy team. Yes.
Then she joined the Demon, formed the four Heavenly Kings, and instantly surpassed you. You were only holding her back in the end.
And there goes the creepy face.
Oops, there goes your win streak. Oops, there goes your popularity. After that, well, how do you get back on top? I know. Become the flag bearers for the women-hating, nerd-baiting, gatekeeping toxic corners of the internet. That'll keep you in the spotlight. How sad, how unfortunate, to have to play the part of the bastard just to keep yourselves relevant. And by this point, you actually believe it, don't you? You've bought into that whole repulsive mindset, hook, line, and sinker. How backward you look compared to the rest of the scene. How small and petty. I'd laugh if it wasn't so pathetic. Heck, I'll laugh anyway.
Nice. The two members of L7 Gaming just stand there, livid with silent rage as Domino laughs in their faces.
I'll beep and kill you, you little...
And just when I fear we're going to get Domino knocked out twice in one day, the billowing swish of a cloak temporarily blinds me.
Hamza demands your attention.
Holy Hamza! Wait a minute. He's even more spectacular than in the first game. Look how golden he is. My boy, so good to see you.
This hostility will cease immediately. You have made your viewpoints clear. Hamza will not tolerate violence at his tournament.
Damn straight.
But they said...
Silence, whelp! Hamza
Whelp.
cares not who started it, who is the villain, who is the hero. All that matters at this moment is the iron will of Hamza,
Silence, whelp.
Chad and Lance of L7 Gaming. The only reason Hamza tolerates your intolerable presence is because, sadly, Hamza owes your manager a favor. But should you make Hamza regret this act of hospitality, your suffering shall be legendary. Does Hamza make himself clear?
But
Does Hamza make himself clear?
did Hamza stutter? Yes! Yes, sir, Mr. Hamza.
Good. Now, be gone.
That's what I thought. Hamza gestures for them to depart, and the two members of L7 scatter like cockroaches with the flick of the kitchen lights.
Now, with old business settled, let us make way for new business.
Let's.
Hamza welcomes his new friends from Good Clean Fun. Welcome, welcome. Any friend of Ben and Matt is a friend of Hamza.
Yeah, hi. On behalf of Crimson Tiger, Magnificent Seven would like to join your tournament and...
No. There is time enough for such trivialities later. But for now, let us talk and converse, as friends do. Hamza seeks to know all newcomers to the arcade scene. And rest assured, Hamza remembers all names, all faces, as well as all favors and debts. Nothing escapes the mind of Hamza. To that end, Hamza apologizes for the difficulties with L7 Gaming. They are only here due to an unfortunate intersection of favor and debt.
I wonder what's going on there.
Hamza had intended the four Heavenly Kings to make an appearance, but alas, Queen Bee was unavailable.
No!
And L7 is a poor substitute.
Darn, I would have loved to have seen Queen Bee.
Please, be assured that your inhospitable welcome weighs heavy on Hamza's spirit, and Hamza shall do all in his power to correct the matter. Now, let us engage in pleasantries. What can Hamza do for you? What desires can Hamza grant for his new friends?
I'm confused beyond the capacity for rational thought. You literally just met us, and now we're BFFs or something. Of course, Hamza sees no reason to hold back the generous arms of friendship until such reasons are offered. You are Domino, yes? At last check. Good. Hamza knows little about you, but will amend that as best he can through extensive social interaction. I'm relieved. Or terrified. I'm terror-relieved.
Terror-relieved. Wonderful.
And you, Girl Got Game, manager of Magnificent Seven. Hamza knows you well, thanks to your 11 different social media feeds.
Ah, okay, so my cousin hasn't been speaking about me. Cool. Note to self, seriously stop signing up to different websites. So, first off, I should probably apologize for us goading on L7 like that.
Why? You stood your ground against bullies. You and your ally showed Hamza the strength of your character. Unyielding, even in the face of the storm.
Hamza, I knew I always liked you. Thank you for still being awesome. Yeah, but if you're looking to encourage a friendly and welcoming environment, we didn't exactly help with that.
Ah, Hamza understands your confusion. To all things in life, there must be balance. Peace and war, tolerance and intolerance, what battles you fight, and how they are fought. These are key. Hamza has no objections to your self-defense against an unjustified foe. You did not cower, and you did not shy away. Be proud.
Okay, Hamza, I will be proud.
But had you reacted with primitive violent force, then Hamza would have been disappointed. It would be too simple and likely ineffective. You understand this perspective, yes?
I think so.
Excellent. But please, let us talk of happier things, now that the matter is settled.
So, in terms of desires, at this point, all we really need from you is to sign up for your tournament. Unless we're such good friends that you'd consider simply giving us an FOD2 machine.
Ha ha! Ha!
No. Hamza also seeks to measure the fire within worthy individuals. If it is Hamza's prize you seek, you must win it fairly.
It was worth a shot.
And the Hamza enjoys your display of confidence.
So, are we in? With a wink, Hamza brings his hands together in a clap.
Certainly. Girl Got Game and Domino of Magnificent Seven are officially entered into my glorious tournament. I understand you are sponsored by Crimson Tiger Energy Drink. Ah, the knees we must bend towards capitalism. Hamza shall provide you with beverages to consume on camera. He will even substitute the actual fluid for a fluid of your choosing in clever subterfuge.
Hamza, you're a G. Huh. Nice trick.
Such cleverness.
Indeed, Hamza values cleverness. And throughout this tournament, Hamza promises to cheer on your triumphs and feel sorrow at your losses.
I glance around at the ruined, abandoned arcade that this glorious tournament is to take place in, slightly confused at the contrast between it and Hamza's posh clothing. A fact not lost on him as he nods an apology.
The rather messy surroundings are unfortunate, Hamza will admit, but Hamza assures you there are no horrible dangers lurking in the shadows. Only hot arcade action awaits you. This warehouse belongs to an old foe, Deco's Palace. They simply call themselves the Palace now, in an effort to save face, but Hamza knows the enemy no matter what face they wear.
Okay, so this was the warehouse that was owned by Deco. Nice.
Hamza purchased the entire lot before it was to be thrown in a junkyard. So many rare arcade treasures, saved from the clutches of death. Ah, but Hamza cannot simply give these games away. No! On this night, they must be earned through righteous combat.
I see. So it's not just an FOD2 machine being competed for.
All manner of games are up for grabs, should you be worthy. Are you worthy, my friend?
True enough. I can spot side tournaments with Hamza's assistants taking down names and registrations. We may end up walking out of here with more than just an FOD2 if the others from Magnificent Seven join in.
Let this crucible test your strength, Girl Got Game. The strength of you and your friendships.
Please, excuse Hamza.
Now, if you will excuse Hamza, there are other matters to attend to. May the odds be ever in your favor.
And with a whoosh of his cloak, he's gone, leaving behind only the scent of bergamot and pine.
What?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay. This is weird, but I can roll deep with weirdness. And creepy never bothered me much.
You don't say.
I think I'll go watch some of the side tournaments. I have a powerful need to ponder. Catch up with you during the first round.
I have a powerful need to ponder. I like that. Sure. Have fun, Domino.
I'll try.
Yeah, it does feel like the Hunger Games are about to start. To be fair, Hamza would fit in great in that universe. At least, fashion sense-wise. I'm not too keen on entering any of the other tournaments. I'd rather just stick with FOD2 for now. Still, I can wander around this decaying ruin and see what's going on. Where do I want to go first? Who do we got? Okay, so we got Jinx. Resting awkwardly against a crate. Oh gosh, Da is here. We could go hang out with Da. We could go hang out with Rhapsody and Hamza. Or Grace. We got 3 slots of time, so there's just one person that we technically might not be able to, although this might take up 2. You know what? Give me some more Hamza in my life. I never thought an arcade tournament would be this busy. And even though Domino prepped me for it on the ride over, it's just... there's so much going on all the time. Creepy never bothered me anyway. Exactly, Mora. Luckily for me, all announcements and Hamza speeches are made over a loudspeaker system, so it makes it easy to know exactly where and when to report for my next match. I'd be hopelessly lost without it. And as if on cue, I hear the melodious voice of Hamza booming from above. It is very melodious. Oh no, the mic goes cree! Hey, Sarah, welcome! Yes, you made it for Hamza. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining.
Hello, esteemed guest.
I'm pretty sure the scratching sound and shrill feedback cry that follows, causing us all to wince in pain, were not according to plan, nor the ominous silence afterward. Well, that can't be good. My eyes scan over the warehouse, and they stop when I note Hamza and Rhapsody fiddling with the speakers near the main stage. They both look very concerned. Maybe I could help them out? Or at least find out what's going on? I wander over to them to investigate.
Hamza cannot entertain his guests if the sound system isn't working. How will we know where to go? How will we stay on track? Above all, how are they to hear the dulcet tones of Hamza's voice?
Dulcet tones!
I will not have my guests think Hamza cannot run a simple event without proper sound. My name shall not become besmirched by such technical matters.
That's not a good look.
Please, there's no need to exaggerate, Hamza. Your name won't be besmirched. I've run plenty of tournaments without a loudspeaker. It just requires a bit more work from your tournament organizers is all. Plus, I'm sure we can have this up and running before finals. That's most important anyway. That is, if you stop looming over me.
I lean into the conversation, making myself known. Hello? Sounds like you're having problems. Dudunch. Nailed it! Yes.
Oh, hey, Girl Got Game. Yeah, nice pun. You probably heard it, but the speakers just went on the fritz and now they won't turn on. I'd like to get these working again ASAP. Otherwise, we'll have a pretty lackluster finale. Girl Got Game, you may not be aware of this, but lackluster mustn't ever be a component of Hamza's hashtag aesthetic. That is not the way.
I could have easily guessed that.
It is impressive this is put right again. Not impressive, it is imperative. Hamza is known as the fire that always burns in the FOD2 community.
Really?
Nah.
No.
Not really. Well, I should be. I possess the keen sense to gaze deep within the FOD2 community and find what devotion lurks within. Hamza yearns to keep it aflame.
Clearing their throat, Rhapsody hopes to change the topic at hand.
Can I have your eyes on this, Girl Got Game? You're the resident PC pro. You might have a better idea of what's going on.
Rhapsody motions for me to come in close. My heart skips a beat as a faint pink tickles my cheeks. I can't pass up a chance to get close to Rhapsody. See, Locksley, this is what happens when you bow out of a date with me. Now I'm distracted by Rhapsody. I squat down next to them. In return, Rhapsody scoots in closer to me, touching shoulders. How scandalous. The scent of wildflowers, their scent, takes me over, and I have to hold my breath for a second to ground myself. In hushed tones, Rhapsody explains.
I actually think I got the speaker issues covered. It's more the Hamza issue I need help with.
I cock an eyebrow in response.
Don't get me wrong, Hamza's a wonderful human. Couldn't ask for a better host for a tournament. But he's got the gift of gab. and I really need some time to focus. Do you mind just distracting him for me? I need like 5 minutes, and we'll have this back online.
It doesn't sound like I have much of a choice.
Oh, you do? It's just a matter of how you do it.
Ha. As I stand up, I decide just how I'm going to bend Hamza's ear. Hamza, let's go on a date. How dare they tease me? My goodness. I'm gonna go bold. I challenge you to a duel. Think you can beat me in FOD too? Go ahead and try. I dare ya.
An arcade challenge, you say? A challenge of brawn and brain alike?
Hamza pauses, brings a hand to his chin, stroking his beard in contemplation. Or we could forget I ever suggested such a preposterous idea. Oh, Rhapsody approved! Okay.
No, it's a brilliant idea.
It is? I mean, of course it is! Hamza swiftly ushers me to the closest free play cabinet, but it's already in use. 2 teams are mid-battle. Hamza claps his hands together, and the people playing turn around in unison. Hamza pulls a single coin from his pocket and puts it on the cabinet. They immediately get up, offering us their seats. Damn, alright. Yeah, Rhapsody's a very good bean. Amora's all snug in her PJs. Love that. Hamza, seeing the look of confusion on my face, winks.
The benefits of being the one running an event, Grill Got Game.
We sit down, I plug in my keyboard and start up a match, each playing with an AI teammate. I'm keeping up with Hamza's attacks and we're pretty evenly matched when Hamza interrupts my concentration.
Hamza senses you are not here only to fight, but you desire to talk as well. Hamza gives you most of his attention.
We continue exchanging blows, but I use this time to ask away. Do you hold events like this all the time?
As much as Hamza can. It is my passion to bring so many hearts together under one roof, at one time, beating for the same reason. Can you not feel the electricity in the air?
The hype here is pretty palpable, yes.
Does it not taste of victory?
Well, I'm certainly hoping it will in the short run. If we can win here, if we can make this happen. My words falter to find an adequate response, but it reminds me of the stakes at hand. It's a pretty beefy prize, isn't it? Getting a brand new deluxe FOD2 cab is just as wildly expensive as a cruise.
To answer this question requires me to ask one of you first.
Sure.
Good. Share with Hamza. What will my ambitious new friend do if this tournament becomes the crucible that forges your victory?
I'll be happy, be proud of myself and my team. It will boost my confidence in myself. It's not only my win, it's our win. I like the basic and the kind one. I'll probably go for kind. Had FedEx this morning and did that because Noel had me all afternoon. Ah, well, understandable, Mora. I won't lie. It'll feel good to claim a win here. But not only that, the happiness will be shared among the team. It's a team win, and their happiness is just as important as my own. With our spirits lifted, it will help inspire us even farther. Our bonds will be stronger and solidified. Which is exactly what we need after today's events. Hamza nods slightly at my response.
Since you have answered from the heart, I shall tell you something from mine.
Okay.
A mere monetary reward for winning is not befitting of the competitive spirit. Hamza's prizes are gifts. Gifts to inspire, to share, to learn from. If one gift can ignite the flame within the heart, if one gift can bring people together, there is no better reward than that. Hamza travels far and wide, all over the world, to find rare and exquisite gifts. It is important to find treasures to share with the esports community. For that is what keeps history and tradition alive. It inspires those within this world of pixels and joysticks to fight for what they cherish. And that inspiration, that is the true reward for Hamza. A reward shared with others. If Hamza can be the spark that lights one's fire, then Hamza will be satisfied.
Hamza's words hit me as hard as his next attack, and as I'm about to retaliate, we hear a loud voice overhead.
Testing, testing. Oh hey, we're back. Will Hamza and Grolgot Game please report to the main stage? I repeat, Hamza and Grolgot Game come to the main stage. Huzzah! Oh Grolgot Game, the tournament is saved! What a glorious day indeed.
I'm relieved, but what about the rest of our match?
We shall continue it another day. Let us leave it up to fate to decide who wins.
Without a care, Hamza stands up from the cab and begins walking back to the main stage, his cape flowing gallantly behind him. Following suit, I jump up and chase Hamza down, minus the cool cape. Everybody needs a cool cape, my goodness. Okay, so you're not sure if your fanfic idea is gonna end up working, but it was an interesting route. Okay. Good to know, Mora. I'm looking forward to getting more into it. Rhapsody smiles warmly at our approach.
Hail Rhapsody, whose euphoric voice is only matched by their sheer intelligence. Nonsense.
Thanks.
Anyway, nice work.
Rhapsody places a friendly hand on my shoulder.
I'm going to prepare for finals. And, Girl Got Game, I better see you up on that stage.
Rhapsody sneaks away into a crowd of gamers, leaving me alone with Hamza.
Hamza must return to announcing as well. But before we part, let me impart these words of wisdom. Victory will never equate to happiness.
With a flamboyant whoosh of his colorful cape, he turns from me and waltzes back to the main stage. And I'm left alone to chew on that. Weird note to end on, but I should go get ready for the next match too.
Attention! Girl Got Game and Domino to the tournament area for your next challenge.
This is it. Our first round. Fortunately, the matchup is pretty pathetic. A couple local casuals who got in by being friends with Hamza. We trounced them easily. Okay, so I don't have to worry about doing the minigame just yet. Thankfully, unlike L7, it's all handshakes and smiles after. They were here just for the fun of it, and win or lose, got what they wanted. Even if I'm glad I won instead of losing. Anyway, time for a break before the next round. Where to next? Okay, that only took up one slot. Well, let's go. I think I'm gonna leave the rival alone. Unless Daw suddenly comes in for a visit or something. But, let's see, do I want to do Grace or Jinx? Well, Jinx is kind of being awkward. Let's go check in on our girl Jinx. Ooh, yeah, she... More than awkward, she looks like she's in a lot of pain. I find Jinx leaning awkwardly against a fine specimen from the endless sea of wooden crates. It doesn't look comfortable, and neither does she. I could maybe understand that if she was part of some conversation circle, chatting away with the other gamers here, but nope, just by her lonesome. Knowing her, she's got no problems being by her lonesome. Normally I wouldn't interrupt, but that look of discomfort just isn't sitting right with me. Hey,
Yeah?
yeah.
Help you with something, Girl Got Game?
Oh great, I'm making things awkward again. Okay. Can I get you anything, like a chair? Are you feeling okay? You look lonely over here, all alone and stuff. Honestly, before I put my foot in my mouth with her again, maybe I'll just do the basic one and see what happens. I know I could do, like, kind, but I don't know if she really looks lonely as much as she just looks uncomfortable. What's up? Keep it simple, don't presume anything, let her fill in the blanks. Nice and straightforward, exactly. Perfect.
Can't find a good seat. Found some chairs, but they're not exactly compatible.
She pauses, leaning heavily against the crate, her knee braces creaking a bit as she does so. So she reaches down to tighten a loose strap.
Gotta be such and such a height, such and such a curvature. Armrest too, ideally. Keeps my wrist from getting sore. But all I'm finding are these crappy little folding chairs you usually find in the hands of professional wrestlers, with head-shaped dents in them.
Oh, those chairs. They aren't comfortable for anybody.
Afraid I'm on my feet for the duration. Be sore as hell, but that's how it's going to be.
How about I run back to your place and, I don't know, grab a chair? It's just a 20-minute subway ride.
Bad idea.
And risk you losing your spot in the FOD2 tournament. Nah. You've got business here on behalf of Magnificent Seven.
Well, how about you head back then? You're not in the tournament. You're just here to hang out with friends.
I'm not sure about that.
Feels like I'm not being a good teammate if I bail just 'cause of my knees. Should stay and cheer you on.
Hey, some people are literally not here just because. I think you've got a perfectly good reason to not be here. And you came and showed support for like the first round at least. I'd be okay, girl.
I'm here to support everyone. We're being serious about this pro tour thing, and I want to be serious too. Despite being the team anchor. As in heavy object weighing everyone down, not as in reliable last man in a tug of war. To be specific.
Come on. You know nobody sees you that way.
Yeah, I know. Just hard not to feel that way some days.
She shakes it off to focus on something else. Something a bit less dreary.
There are solutions, of course. Was thinking of getting one of those wearable chairs.
Wearable what now? That's a thing?
It's a thing. They're these metal struts you wear on a harness around your waist. Pop 'em, lean back, you're sitting. Done.
Damn, that sounds cool. Noel's root could be summed up as good junk food. It's not healthy, but man, it was worth it. Oh. That's an intriguing description, Mora. Color me intrigued. Yeah, the Five Nights at Freddy's monstrosities back there were the first thing I noticed, Sarah. I'm like, what in the Five Nights at Freddy's is going on here? Why are they here? It's terrifying.
Problem is, you look weird using one. That's on top of everybody going, wearable chair, that's stupid, why would anyone want that? Normally, don't give a flying beep what anyone thinks of my disability or how I support it. Do what needs doing and done with it. And half the time you see one of those weird infomercial items, it was actually made for the disabled. Too niche of an audience to market to alone. But don't know. Wearable chair legs are a bit over the top, even for me. Get funny looks for my leg braces already. Why add more hardware? Already get little kids pointing and going, "Mommy, look, it's a robot!" And yeah, not into that.
Hold on. The knee braces alone is what gets kids to say, that's a robot? Really? Man, kids are the worst. I say kids are the worst and she's like, don't blame the children. I blame the children.
Don't blame kids. Kids typically don't know any better. But parents who don't teach them about disability, that's not my problem, it's theirs. But it sucks. So I don't bother with a wearable chair, or lugging around a chair everywhere I go. Just improvise. Simpler. Less weird, less demanding on everyone.
You are a queen. Insist on being served as such. I love that. So, trick out a badass disability scooter to ride on. Paint flames down the side. I mean, that would be pretty badass. A cane with a folding seat. I mean, that's like a logical explanation. But honestly, like, you're a bad bee, girl. Insist on being served as a queen. Beep that. You are a goddess and should demand supplicants support your every whim. If you want to be carried around on a throne, make it happen. You are the queen of stick shifts. You are an automotive empress. Yes. We are not worthy of Jinx. Jinx snarks back a laugh. It's like a snark or a jerk, only blended seamlessly together. Snark. I've never heard that before.
Nice.
Cute. Not my style. I like to play it smooth and cool, but gotta admit, your idea has appeal. You offering to haul around a Shay Lown for me then?
Hell yeah.
Maybe take you up on that then.
Not exactly a viable solution, but it did raise her spirits some. Yeah, I've never heard of snark before, Sarah. Same. It's like I've learned a new word today. Jinx stretches out, clearly aching more and more with each passing moment.
You sure it's not letting the team down if I bail?
Not in the slightest. Do what's best for you. I can still kick all the butts even with you cheering me on from home.
Okay. Thinking I should take you up on that suggestion.
Good. Proud of you.
Don't think I planned this evening out well. Should have solved the seating situation before hopping a subway to parts unknown. Oh, and let Grace know I headed home, Kay? But that she should stick around if she wants to stick around.
Sure thing. She offers me a firm nod of appreciation, then slowly makes her way to the open front doors of the warehouse. Okay, I'm glad I left Grace till after, because now I can tell Grace that Jinx has left the building.
Attention! Girl Got Game and Domino to the tournament area for your next challenge!
Round 2 is a bit harder, an up-and-coming esports team, just like us. But it's still a solid victory, thanks to Domino's skill. The opposing team was visibly disappointed to lose, and I can sympathize with that. No one likes losing. It's an actual word with different meaning, but for internet slang-wise, snark is basically a type of laugh, like a snicker or snort or cut-off, or snort of cut-off, huff of snorted air. Okay, that's kind of what I was picturing with that word, so that makes sense, Sarah. Break time before round 3. Who to visit next? We gotta end it with Grace. Sorry, rival. Get hecked. It's tricky trying to track down Grace amidst all the gathered gamers. Mazes of wooden crates and arcade cabinets block every possible line of sight I could have used. Let's see, where could she be in this mess? Maybe I could deduce and work backward from that conclusion? Are there any arcade role-playing games? Is that a thing? There's just so much I don't know about arcade culture. But if I'm looking for the arcade equivalent of a slower-paced, logic-driven experience, maybe a puzzle game? And the beeps and boops of sliding blocks draw me to a relatively uncrowded corner of the warehouse, where Grace is happily tapping a joystick, smiling away. Ah, here you are.
Hello! Oh, Girl Got Game! Hi! Check it out. They've actually got Tetris the Grandmaster 4! And it's even got the, thankfully uncopyrightable, Russian folk music the series is known for! Is that what I'm hearing?
Wow!
Isn't that amazing?
Yes?
Oh, right. You're still a newbie. Well, and this is a particularly deep bit of nerdy lore. TGM4 never made it past prototype stage. They lost the license to the original game. I'm amazed there's a prototype in this place! Although, I wouldn't be surprised to find, like, the Ark of the Covenant, or Polybius, or some other legendary lost item in this place. It's kinda creepy, isn't it?
Oh, I know all about Polybius from the last game. Pretty sure the only real danger here is a crate falling on your head.
I've been trying not to actually look up to avoid thinking about that. Back to talking about game lore. The rights to Tetris are kind of, well, complicated. Like, seriously, wildly, confusingly Cold War drenched in complication. but I've always loved the Grandmaster series. They're the most intensely difficult arcade puzzlers ever made, in my opinion.
RPGs are kind of like tactical puzzles, so it makes sense. You love a thinking challenge. A fourth Tetris game? Surely they're running out of things to Tris by now. What's next? Tetris? Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Is there a side tournament here for puzzlers? I bet you could wipe the floor with the competition. Probably. I like the kind one, though. Makes sense to me. You love role-playing games, which are like puzzles, abstracted through combat and tactics. It's all about logic challenges.
Exactly! I like games that make me think. Critical thought is just as difficult to train as physical prowess. You never skip leg day, and you never skip brain day. Puzzlers and RPGs stretch different brain muscles, so it's good to mix it up, you know? It's healthy. So, how's the tournament going so far? Are you and Domino kicking all the butts?
Pretty good so far. We're still in the running.
That's wonderful.
Hey, that's great. Who knows? Maybe you'll actually make it to finals.
Not sure I dig how astonished she sounds at our current level of success.
Believe in us, Grace.
Hey, Jinx wanted me to tell you that she's heading home.
Oh. Oh, geez. I guess it was just too much on her knees. I told her she shouldn't feel obligated to come. It's always tricky, going into a totally unknown situation for her. Maybe I'll send her a text later, try to cheer her up. If I can find a really, really good picture of a cat, that usually works.
Lost momentarily in thought, Grace slips up for exactly 23 milliseconds, yes. And the game is suddenly over.
Aww.
Poop.
Wow. That went from good to bad in the blink of an eye. How the heck can you play so fast? I mean, I'm speedy with a keyboard, but I'm not that speedy. She steps away from the game for now to chat.
Well, how do you get to Carnegie Hall?
Practice, practice, practice?
Exactly. It's like any skill. You just need to do it. Do it until you can do it to the best of your ability. FOD2 is the same way. I mean, that's how I see things anyway. Like I said, I don't care much about the competition. I'm just trying to play with friends and raise my skill level. That's the challenge I'm looking for. If I can help a friend improve their skills and they help me in turn, well, that's a great feeling, you know? We're all in this together.
I can't not read that sentence and sing that song. Grief.
Let Zapper and Locksley hog the glory. Jinx and I, we're in it for self-improvement.
I want some of the glory too. Don't give it all to them.
I am curious.
I'll do this one though, but when I'm on Domino's route, I'm probably gonna ask that. Hey, I want some of that glory too. Don't give it all to them. There are at least 3 on this team that want a slice of that glory pie. Hope you're serving it up hot and fresh.
Of course.
Hey, you're welcome to it. It's not really my thing. I don't really like the spotlight anyway. We may be very different people, but I think we'll get along fine all the same. You can have your glory while I enjoy my challenge. I've always loved single-player games. Puzzlers, RPGs, platformers, long-form narrative games like visual novels.
Grace, are you me? Wait a minute. Hold on, that sounds like everything I love.
The kinds of experiences you can usually only get on game consoles. That's why I'm not quite the arcade junkie as the rest of Magnificent Seven. But that's okay. It takes all types to make up a good team. Diverse viewpoints, diverse ideas. Even if sometimes they come into conflict, like earlier today.
Yeah, I noticed you were really anxious when that happened. I'll do my best to make Magnificent Seven an anxiety-free environment for you, Grace.
And I appreciate that, even if, honestly, confrontations are inevitable. People disagree, it's the nature of humanity. And sometimes it gets heated. But, well,
I don't like confrontations.
my natural instinct is to go and hide until the shouting ends. Years of experience, I guess. But let's not talk about that. I just want to have some fun tonight, you know? Not dig up old messes.
Alright, you can hold on to that till we get to your route. Okay. But if you do want to talk about it...
Yep, I'll come to you. Don't worry.
Beep beep.
Girl Got Game, they're ready to announce the next round soon. You should get ready. If only so you have time to find your way in this maze of games.
Haha, the maze of games. Right. Thanks, Iris.
Good luck. Knock 'em dead. In a figurative sense, of course.
Yeah. Already enough ghosts in this place, I think.
Alright. Attention! Girl Got Game and Domino to the tournament area for the semi-finals!
Our third round is against a pretty famous team, actually. Wicked Prodigies, who were huge during the FOD 1 days. That one was an intense fight, to be sure. Domino and I barely squeaked out a win. But a win is a win. That puts us on track to the grand finals. And because the universe has a deep-rooted sense of irony, from the look of the bracket, our opponents will be Chad and Lance from L7 Gaming. Interesting. I thought we would be fighting our rival, but no. Great. I love that for us.
Grand finals will be starting in 30 minutes. Steel yourselves for this challenge, competitors.
It's going to take Hamza and his crew some time to set up for the pomp and spectacle of the finale. Time to reduce some stress. Actually, hang on, where did Domino get off to? He was just here a second ago, but I got distracted by the announcement. Dude moves like a cat, I swear. He's part of this team and a friend. I should probably hang out with him for more than, like, the actual matches. He's honestly felt a bit distant all night, just showing up for each round, kicking some butt, and wandering off. Time to wander after him. Alright, Domino, what you up to? Whoa, what a view. It takes a moment to track him down, because he snuck away from the area of the warehouse, demarcated by the tournament, up into the catwalks above all the chaos. I find him leaning against a window, looking into the distance across the city, adrift in one thought or another. Nice, I like the silhouettes. Hey.
Hey there.
What's up? You haven't said much during any of the rounds.
And is that a problem? We've been kicking ass. That's why I'm here, yes. Why we're both here.
Dude, if I just wanted a partner that plays perfectly, I could have wired Iris up to the game. I just want to make sure everything's okay. I know you hate that question, but it's important. Yeah, you know what? Heck it, I'm gonna kindness you. I'd like to make sure everything is okay with you. Yes, I know that you hate being asked that. It's a loaded question. But it's a valid one, right? You're more than a player on the team. You're a friend. And I like helping my friends when they need help. Even if you don't want to talk, I'd like to be here for you. If you want me here.
It'd be easy to tell you to beat it, yes. I don't want to talk, go away, I'm fine, I'll figure things out, don't worry about me.
Maybe, possibly, who knows?
But maybe I could talk. Maybe. If you want to talk to someone like me. Okay, let's talk.
Okay. So, what's on your mind?
L7.
Those two turd balls from earlier?
Not them in specific. More them in general. Their mere existence. The existence of them and people like them. There's a toxic river of sludge running through the world, and people like Chad and Lance are making money windsurfing through it all for funsies. And that in turn kicked me off on a more general sense of malaise at the current state of everything in modern society, so I ducked out. Found a nice quiet spot to reorganize my thoughts. And despite the respite, I'm failing miserably at positivity.
Ah.
Heavy stuff, I know. But hey, you wanted the sordid specifics. Happy now?
I am very happy. You ever want me to bear a burden? Go ahead. Less happy, more righteously annoyed. Like you are, I suspect. I asked, you answered. There's something to be said for painful honesty. Yeah, me too, Sarah. I always forget. I was trying to remember whose voice actor had passed away, but it was Grace. Yeah. That is too bad. Very sad. She did a great job as Grace. I don't think Domino likes Steady or Gutsy. Maybe we'll just be like kind of neutral about it. Hey, I did ask. And you answered. It's honest, even if it's a painful honesty, and I'm okay with that. No regrets. Just roll with it, I say. Roll with it and adapt.
That's curious.
A very plain yogurt kind of philosophy.
Hey, I'm starting to get a feel for Domino. Let's go.
But I can appreciate it. Adaptation is not one of my strong suits. I admire anyone who can actually embrace perpetual change. Let's have a working example, why not?
Domino gestures to the neon cityscape, advertising pulsing into the night, office windows lit by late-night workaholics, window shades glowing with evening lamps in apartments. It's quite a sight, to be honest. I have a terrible view from my crappy little apartment myself. Seeing it from up here is something else entirely.
Tell me, what do you see? No wrong answers. Don't predict what you want me to hear. Just be honest and clear. What do you see?
A window. A window option is great. I love that. City doing city things. A million different stories. Just the usual chaos and mayhem that comes with packing millions of people into a tiny concrete box, huh? I mean, I could get real philosophical, or I could just be like a window. I'm really torn on this. Do I go for the goof? It's a good goof. You know what? I'm gonna go for the goof. It's a window. I liked it. I love it.
Well, can't say I didn't walk into that one.
You walked into the window? Ouch.
And that one too. You know, we could probably take this act on the road if old-timey vaudeville was still a thing. But afraid I'm not overly joking right now. Because what I see out there, well...
Domino takes a long breath, a deep sigh with a ragged edge to it.
What I see is madness.
Okay.
Right now, I'd bet dollars to donuts someone's getting mugged. Probably a couple simultaneous muggings if we're leaning on pure statistics. 101 domestic disputes are going down. Couples are worried when the next paycheck will come, and whether it'll be enough to put food on the table. Living in this city is madness. It's a wonder it doesn't drive more people to despair. So, that's what's on my brain meats at the moment. The despair of the modern age.
I love that I took a break from Danganronpa, and despair still made its way into the stream tonight. Feels apropos. Domino is your fave, Sarah. I can see that. I'm intrigued and scared by Domino at the same time.
In that swirling miasma, L7 are more of a symptom than a cause. And as for the cure, hell if I know. Maybe there isn't one. Or maybe I should just get back down there and virtually punch more dudes. Maybe I should stop all this crybaby whining and worrying and get with the program. Right, Coach? Be a man, go play the sports ball?
Go play the sports ball.
What do you think?
Oh, my goodness. Poor Domino. Scare-roused is the best. You know? Valid point, Sarah. Hello to Game Dan. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining, despite not remembering much of this game. I mean, it has been 6 months, to be fair, since the last time I played, so I'm kind of in the same boat. But it's nice to immerse myself in this universe again. It's still hot where you are. We had 1 day of 20 degrees Celsius here, and now it's dropping back down below freezing tonight. Yay! Spring will never come here! Ugh. I'm waiting anxiously. I can barely scrape 2 thoughts together after getting buried under an avalanche of Domino's anxieties. Honestly, I'm still getting to know him. I'm not sure what I can realistically say that would be of any help whatsoever. Domino, if you're not feeling this, if you want to just go home and we call it quits on the tournament, I'd understand. I may be the team cat herder, but that doesn't make me your boss or your parent. It makes me your friend. And as your friend, I say do what you must to self-care. Okay? I like that. Good on you, Girl Got Game.
I want to support the team. No. I want to support my friends. Maybe I'm not a joyous ball of sunshine right now, but giving up and conceding defeat to the L7s of the world. I don't want to feel like giving up. Girl Got Game. I'm with you to the bitter end. This is important to me. Important to all of us.
He pulls away from his slouching lean against the wall, forcing himself to adopt a stern posture, to fake the confidence until he can make it for real. Fake it till you make it.
I'm not giving up. Are you?
Nope.
What?
I'm sorry, nope. Really? Where's your burning spirit? Where's the clenched fist around the throat of L7? If I'm going to take a firm stance against the inevitability of this messed up world, I'm afraid I'll need a bolder statement than that, Girl Got Game. So, I'm not giving up. Are you?
Beep! No. I'm never giving up.
This can't possibly end badly.
And what shall we do about that? Shall we go make this rotten world bend to our will?
Yeah!
Okay! Once more into the breach, my friend.
Into the breach! In the end, he was the one to cheer me up. Yay. Love that. Silly Molly, you literally just described both spring and fall. 3 months of hot, 3 months of cold, and 6 months of back and forth and all that. Comfortable outdoors in the middle are a myth. Well, it's a myth that I would like to see become a reality, so sue me. Was it last year? It was last year or 2 years ago. We had an actual spring, and it was delightful. It was like a solid 2 months of 15 to 20 degrees, and it was the best. And I want it back, please and thank you. Yeah, that's actually true, Maura. It did snow last weekend here as well, so I just want to wear shorts, okay, and flip-flops. Mostly flip-flops. I want my flip-flops season to begin. Riding shotgun with Domino is proving to be a pretty bewildering experience so far, but I'm not complaining. And why would you complain?
It has begun!
Okay!
Friends, it is time for the grand finals of Fist of Discomfort 2. Long have you battled, hard have you fought, and now your efforts have led you to Hamza's unyielding steel cage of death.
Nobody's going to die. He's exaggerating. Probably.
For both the meager physical reward of a professional-grade Fist of Discomfort 2 machine and the absolute glory of victory within the eyes of your peers. Hamza welcomes our final 2 teams to rise to this challenge and claim their destiny. Step forward. From L7 Gaming, 10-year veterans of the esports scene, Hamza presents to you Lance and Chad.
Boo.
This'll be like taking candy from a baby.
I'm shocked they actually got this far. But even a broken clock is right 3 times a day. Or something. That is not how it's said.
And from an up-and-coming team, a pair of rising stars seeking to ascend the ziggurat of victory.
Domino and Girl Got Game. Let's get this over with and be home in time for cornflakes.
Heck yeah, cornflakes. Oh, right. Now I need a cool quote. Let's see.
My goodness. So Sarah's in Vegas, so no proper winter, no spring. Then it's summer hot for fall or hell hot for summer. Coolish right now at 71 Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius. I would take that cool weather right about now, but that's okay. Hell hot doesn't sound pleasant either, to be fair. What do I want to do? Are folding chairs legal? What about pile drivers? We're gonna hit you so hard, the impact goes back in time and kills your grandmother. Pfft, good lord. Handshake, no hard feelings, may the best team win. Lame. I've got nothing to say to you two. Start the match. Yeah, you like one, Doc? Sure. Why not? Let's do a quirk. Just to be sure I know the rules, are we allowed to smash our opponents over the head with folding chairs? And can I pile drive them through the Spanish announcer's table? No? I'm guessing no. Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Very well. Fighters, to your positions.
Hamza just, ignores all of it. Last summer, we had multiple days reach around 117 Fahrenheit, 47 degrees Celsius. Woohoo! That is toasty. Toasty, toasty. Ah, very cool, Doc. You've been to some pro wrestling events. That's awesome. Both members of L7 brought their own joysticks, which they wire up to the game. Suspicious. Me, I start hooking up my keyboard. Domino is content to use the built-in joysticks like a traditional arcade jockey might. And with that, all 4 of us are ready. Sort of. I wish I'd done more research into L7's playstyle so I knew how to counter it. With Team P2W, I knew Da's tricks and Koda's techniques, but with these two, I'm going to have to assume they'll play aggressively, mixing up attacks and specials, probably launching their ultimate move early. They're angry. We'll use that against them.
And here we go.
Okay. So probably no defense. Lots of attacks and specials and ultimates. I wonder if it's too late to save. Fight. Let's see. Yo, you can actually save right in the game. That's awesome. Not that I'm gonna cheat see doodle. If I lose, I lose, but... Okay, so I still, believe it or not, after 6 months, I still have my sticky note that tells me what beats what in this rock, paper, scissors game. So special beats defense. They're not going to do any defense. Defense beats attack, and attack beats special, with the ultimate being unblockable. So, perfectionist mode activate. Yes, it is very difficult to not want to go straight into save scumming. I say now with confidence, oh, I'm not going to save scum, but we'll see. I'm gonna go defense. My defenses go up, but unfortunately my enemy notices me playing it slow and safe and unleashes a devastating special move before I can react. Your defense loses to their special. Dang. Okay, score's now 0 to 140. Okay, they're clearly favoring attacks and specials. They're too angry to properly defend. I can use that to my advantage.
But they're also likely to launch their ultimate attack early in the match. I can save mine for later, when they may be less predictable and I need a trump card. Or I can fire it off sooner in hopes of countering theirs. What would be best? Yeah, because you get bonus points if you use your ultimate at the same time as them? So, the other guy just specialed. Using a special is out of the question. Let's try ultimating.
You can't run from
Oh,
this.
God.
You can't hide. You can't win. It's funny when you try.
He's even more scary now. You use your ultimate. You earn 130 points. Okay, so they didn't use their ultimate. So, are you gonna do attack or special? We're in summer now. I love him. He's great. Okay, I'm gonna try defense again. Dang! Okay, well, that's the ultimate. It wouldn't have done anything. Before I can even react, my opponent snaps out their ultimate, a one-use trump card. Nothing I do can stand in the wake of that onslaught as I'm buffeted by attack after attack and beaten back. Your opponent uses their ultimate. They earn 130 points. 270 to 130. Gap Moe? Yeah, Gap Moe. That makes sense. Alright. So, are you just going to do a regular attack after that, or a special? Try defense?
Set him up, knock him down, watch him fall. Domino effect in action.
Nice. Your defend beats their attack. Sweet. And we're winning now. Are they seriously never going to defend against a single thing? It's just attacks and specials, attacks and specials.
Careful. If they finally get their wits together, they might start defending more. Stay focused.
With a nod, I focus on the game, trying to predict their next moves. Alright, it's fall. I remember the seasons influencing the... influencing what points you get for things, but I can't remember exactly what it was. I'm wondering if I should do a special against this guy. He's been doing specials all the time. Let's try. The timing is tricky, but I managed to pull off a wicked special move, a sweeping energy kick right to the face of Lance. He did do a defense, alright. Your special beats their defend. You got 140 points. Score is now 440 to 270. And I'm going to bank on an attack. You both attack. It's a tie. You earn 40 points, they earn 40 points. 480 to 310. And last, we reach the Sacred Dojo. The prize for the clan with the most honor. Honor being measured by points from punching people in the head. They've been largely predictable, but that ends now. Assume nothing, and push through to victory! Alright. Let's do a special again. Nice. Timing is tricky, but I managed to pull off a wicked special move. 120. 600 to 310. I think I got this. I think. Let's do an attack.
We plan, God laughs. That's just how things go, I guess.
Okay. So, they did a defense. Now, 600 to 410.
You win.
We won! Yay! We're the best team.
Hooray! We punched people in a video game. Society approves of digital violence.
Come on, Domino. I was riding high. Hooray! We did it. We won. We won! We did it! We beat L7 Gaming and won our own Fist of Discomfort 2 machine!
No. No way! This isn't possible! You can't get a fluke win and call it success! You've got to be cheating! It's that stupid keyboard, isn't it? You loaded it with macros or something!
Dude, careful. We don't want to get P2W'd by them posting a video of you ranting.
Damn it. No, won't catch us in that trap. Take your damn win then. It'll be the last one you ever have, and once the media's bored with patting themselves on the back, you'll be history. Come on, Chad. Let's ditch this stupid baby tournament for babies.
Baby tournament for babies? Telling them off changed nothing. Winning changed nothing. They're stuck in the same loop, repeating the same lies, again and again. L7 Gaming is the past, stagnant and stubborn. Magnificent 7 is the future, and I'm going to make that dream a reality.
Ha ha ha! Well fought, and well won.
Thank you, Hamza.
My friends, Hamza grants you this boon. Your own personal Fist of Discomfort 2 machine. May you play in good health, and with the good sportsmanship that won you this day.
Maybe I am a victory addict. Maybe I invested too much in beating L7 and proving I belong here. Would I feel this satisfied if I'd lost to them? But that's as much introspection as I can manage. My adrenaline rush, the rush of success. I can't be a realist while feeling this damn good.
Beep beep, this is an intense identity situation. You can only pick a response that matches your top 2 personality traits.
Thank you. We'll use this game to further build towards our future. We came, we saw, we kicked their ass. You know what? We'll go for the kind and gracious win today. Thank you, Hamza. Thanks for the opportunity to prove ourselves and for this wonderful gift. We'll do our best to build our skills, and we'll be ready for your next tournament.
Of this, Hamza has no doubt. But be warned, this was but one step on your long climb towards destiny. Do not let the thorns of pride grow in your heart, as they have in L7.
A good warning.
Fight every battle as if it were your last, with no presumption, no pretense. Fight with iron determination. Fight to your last breath. No doubt you will face hardship on the road to glory. In your darkest hour, remember this day. And remember Hamza, who believes in you.
I could never forget Hamza.
But for now, please vacate the premises, as the remaining games need to be relocated before the building is demolished. Thank you.
He just rattled that off in a hurry. Hamza sure knows how to make an entrance, but his exit leaves a little more to be desired. I think we're getting kicked out. Guess we should go home.
It's been a weird night.
What if...
Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's good to embrace the weirdness and just run with it. See where it takes us. Win or lose, I know one thing for sure. You're going to shake this little gaggle of weirdos to the core. And that's a positive. I've got faith that no matter what, we're headed somewhere interesting.
Thanks for your faith, Domino.
Color me pleasantly surprised.
You might not be thanking me for that if interesting becomes harrowing, but you know what? I'm gonna be optimistic for a change. A change. A change. I like that word. At least, I like it tonight. You know, I don't think you're yet aware of what an impact you've made on our little group. And, hopefully, the impact we're making on you in turn. This is about more than the Pro Tour. More than your ambitions. It's about us. Holding it together.
You said together twice.
I know. My point is, well, I'm glad I can count on you as a friend. And if you ever need someone to pick you up when you collapse, hey, you could do worse than me. And I'd like to think you do the same for me. Okay, enough trust and bonding. I need to get home, catch a few hours of sleep before morning shift on my crappy job kicks in.
I'm about to move to join him when the buzz in my pocket grabs my attention. I'll be out of here in a minute. Sleep well.
I might, actually. I just might.
Huh. I've been laser focused on my pro tour ambitions, but along the way, I'm starting to really get involved with these people, aren't I? And despite only knowing them for a short time, well, maybe I do have a right to call them friends. Something to ponder. After wrapping things up here, that is. The building's shutting down for the night, but I can spare a moment to thumb through my phone and see why it's buzzing so insistently.
Hey, listen.
Girl Got Game! This is big. This is really big. Crimson Tiger are super happy with tonight's results. Crimson Tiger wants to fund a team house. If we can find something that fits within their budget, we can get the whole team living and practicing together around the clock.
Hooray!
Wouldn't that be amazing?
You don't say. It's got promise. A lot of promise. All the major esports organizations have team houses. Team P2W has a giant penthouse condo even.
I'm also investigating other events we can join, using the sponsors' funding for travel and hotels. There's just so many possibilities.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
Oh.
I'm so glad I can help you manage this team as your digital assistant. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. For now, you should get home and rest. Iris offline.
This is what I wanted. This is what I craved. Professional gaming as my life's calling. Domino was right. I'm shaking things up. I'm making this happen. With renewed spirits, I stroll down the lanes of dusty old arcade games of this rapidly emptying warehouse to finally make my way home. And pause, stopping in my tracks. The exit's in sight. I can see it from here, despite being tangled up in the maze of arcade games. Despite the occasional glow of a pixel-smeared screen. I need to leave. They're wrapping up the event. I have to go now. But my hand is resting on a joystick for some reason. This is not Polybius again, is it? Oh god, it's happening again! A glowing blue joystick. Ah, it's back! Yep, you called it, Doc. Huh. What's this game? I still don't know much of anything about the arcade scene, so I couldn't say if this game was obscure or popular. I've never seen it before. And yet, I want to play it. I can't deny that I want to try playing it. I can't pull my hand off that glowing blue metallic joystick. And I'm just gonna make a quick save. There we go. I won't. I won't pull it off. Yes, that's right. Surely I could sneak one game in before Hamza's assistants insist I leave. Surely I could. I could play the game. I like the bold one. Play the game. My fingers reach for the start button to fire up the game. Oh, we back. Polybius. Copyright 1980. Beep. Sinis Lotion. Game starto. Ooh, we're not digitalized. What the? Where did the warehouse go? What is this place? No, I'm still standing there, gripping that burning hot joystick. But I'm also here. Wherever here is. Panic starts crawling up my spine from this weird, dislocated feeling. A panic that seems almost alive. And that's when a figure emerges from the distorted digital shadows that form this place. A figure that looks like... It looks like me. And little by little it mirrors my shape, my movements, my mind. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Oh boy. Friendly. It's smiling at us, so that's good. Oh boy. Oh boy. You play me and I'll play you, and you play me and I'll play you. Identity identifier system online. And you play me and I'll play scanning target you, and you play me and I'll target locked. But while I stare in open-mouthed horror, it smiles. It's smiling so confidently. Oh boy. Oh yeah, it does. It is very Alfred, actually, Sarah. Good call. The crown can be yours. If you kneel and accept that, you must keep winning. The crown can be yours. Never stumble and fall. If you kneel and accept that, or they'll see the real you. With jerking, glitchy motions, the shade reaches for me, grasping. It's already read me, parsed my fears. Digging deep through the joystick my hand still grips in the real world. But now it wants more. It wants everything. And it wants me to surrender to that need. My arm tingles as it starts flowing the other way, pushing into me instead of pulling from me. Whoa. We were saved! He does care about us! Oh my goodness! Woo! I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. Yeah, thank you, Locksley. Whew. And that's when someone tackles me sideways, pulling me forcefully away from the grip of Polybius. What?
Shh! They're coming.
They're coming? Dazed and confused, the palm of my left hand still tingling from where it touched that joystick, Locksley easily pulls me into the shadows. Hidden from view as someone calmly approaches the strange arcade game. Oh, I kind of remember you. I think you were in the first one. You were like in the after credits scene with... Was it Deco? Am I remembering that correctly? I kind of have this feeling like she was there. Yeah, she was at the end of the first. And is potentially... Oh. Was his name... Yeah, right. She acquired Polybius before the end scene. I wonder if they're collecting all the Polybius machines. Whatever this organization is. Yeah, right, Sarah. That's right. That's where we saw them, was at the auction. That's right. Thank you for jogging my memory.
Confirmed. There's a Polybius instance here. Activate containment protocols. Looks like the old man's intel was right. He did have another copy of the game in his stocks.
She pauses, one hand to her earpiece as she peers around the darkened warehouse through her sunglasses, but sees nothing other than Hamza's assistants in the distance finishing up their work.
Negative. No psychological contamination incidents. Seems the game went unnoticed and unplayed. Basic containment procedure will be sufficient.
IIRC is the sister of the Magical Moon Cuties indie game of the person at the Max Packs thing. Yeah, right. Yes, there was that connection. Thank you. I'm like, she was connected to some other character. I couldn't remember if it was Graham, but yeah, I think you're right. It was the person who created Magical Moon Cuties. Okay. Thank you. Soon, two similarly dressed men in black arrive with a cargo dolly and a black tarp, concealing the game and silently rolling it out of the building. Finally, I manage to breathe properly, and Locksley loosens his grip on me.
Most unfortunate.
Damn them. If only I'd found it sooner.
Why are you interested in the Polybius machines? What the hell is going on? Locksley, what was that thing? Who were those people? And when did you get here? You said you couldn't come to the event. You were too busy, and... My brain's spinning in like 11 directions at once here. My hand hurts and I'm having trouble putting together any coherent thoughts.
I offer my sincere apologies.
Apologies, Girl Got Game. I hadn't intended to involve you in this.
And what is this exactly?
A complicated situation. One I would strongly recommend not digging into any deeper. You were victorious this night, yes? Focus instead on your game of choice and your conquests. Worry not about other matters.
Uncertainty abounds.
It'd be best if you forgot about this strange little encounter if at all possible. Please, trust me on this, my friend.
After that, I want some answers. What the hell's going on? Oh, sure, I'll just forget that spooky government agents carted away a game that turned my brains to oatmeal. Fine, my head hurts and I need to go home and sleep, but we are going to talk about this later. I do trust you, that's not the problem. I'm just worried something dangerous is going down here. I think I'm gonna go kindness for this one. Locksley, I do trust you. You've been honest and loyal, even to someone who just recently walked into your life.
My thanks to you, Girl Got Game.
But you can see why I'd be just a little worried, right? I have a run-in with some creepy mind-melting machine and a bunch of spooks, and then you show up out of nowhere. What have you gotten yourself mixed up in here? How dangerous is it?
A mighty risk indeed, and one I would take on gladly to save you and Grace from such unpleasantness.
Grace, too, eh? Why Grace specifically?
But I suppose that ship has sailed. You're in the thick of it now. So be it. If you wish to pursue this, I'll consult with my allies and see what I can reveal. I strongly suggest you ignore the incident, but your will is your own. Pardon me. I must report my failure. Such troublesome matters.
Okay. He didn't say no, he just gotta, like, get some permission from somebody. Curiouser and curiouser. He tugs his hood up to avoid anyone's gaze as he slinks his way towards... well, I don't know. Some dark corner, a hidden entrance, however he got in the building to begin with. Maybe he's right. Maybe I should let that go. My dreams are ones of victory, of Fist of Discomfort triumph, not getting into whatever this is. I have no idea what that thing was or what it was trying to do to me. It feels bigger than I can deal with right now. Way above my pay grade. So, at least for tonight, perhaps I need to refocus on what I truly care for. My path lies along the Pro Tour, the year-long road to the ultimate battle. Where else it may lead me, I don't know, but... the only certainty is that I'm ready to fight. And the next step is to bring Magnificent Seven together under one roof so we can truly fight as one. While putting whatever that was far, far behind me. Is that the end of that chapter? Yes? Hey! We did it! Yay! You've cleared level 2 of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Victory! Let's take a look at your scores. Locksley's really taken a shine to you. Looks like your personality's full of guts. Strong guts. Also, you've scored 19,400 points. Nice! Keep talking with people and your score will go up, up, up. Would you like to change your personal metadata at this time? Name, pronoun, and so on? No, I'm good to go. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 3? Yes. Okay. Oh, well, we got a long road ahead of us still, but at least we got our kindness and gutsiness back on track for Locksley. And he still loves us, despite us spending all that time with Domino this time around. Alright, hit me up with that news update. With Punchy78.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Punchy78 here with Fight Shack News. All the fighting that's fit to post. The tournament scene is heating up, with contenders eager to scoop up precious points they'll need to qualify for the main event. All eyes are on the local laundromat crew who destroyed veteran Team L7 Gaming to secure first place at an underground tournament. Do they have what it takes to go all the way? Only time will tell.
They could go all the way!
With a sponsor behind them and strong hype, they're on the right path, but need to focus their efforts if they want to get any further. For more on this developing story, be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is really heating up.
And don't forget to smash that bell! It is the distant future year 20 beep, and I'm getting really sick of adulting. Same. Okay, I'm starting to get to know my new friends. We're bonding, we're sharing, it's all lovely and wonderful. But they've also saddled me with the role of coach, manager, cat wrangler, and general purpose problem solver for Magnificent 7. In short, I'm wearing a lot of hats right now. And sadly, one of those hats is real estate agent. But I don't have time to whine and complain. I'm committed to this, and there's work to be done. Which means putting together a team house. Ah, right, the team house. A team house is more than just a house for us. I need to build them a home. For intensive competition training, sure, but also, you know, somewhere they all feel welcome. Somewhere perfect. Also, since we won a giant FOD2 machine at Hamza's tournament, we need, like, somewhere to put that thing. It's too big to fit in Ben and Matt's little arcade. I was up until 3 a.m. working with Iris to try to find a perfect location for our new headquarters. But, well, the search for a new home hasn't been going real well so far. Hopefully Iris found something while I was blissfully unconscious. Alright, Iris, help me out, girl. Iris, tell me you have good news.
I have good news!
Hooray!
I've successfully eliminated another 73 candidates from our starting pool.
That's good? Have you found any viable candidates?
None that will match every parameter you've given me, I'm afraid. The money Crimson Tiger has earmarked for monthly rent is considerable, don't get me wrong, but finding a large enough place in the city itself and nearby good clean fun...
Difficult, huh?
This isn't a problem money can solve. The city's overcrowded and rent is sky high, so viable residential spaces are hard to come by.
Well, crap. Magnificent 7 is just getting used to the idea of dedicating themselves to FOD2, and asking them to uproot their lives without a perfect destination in mind. I figured it's easier to swallow the idea of upgrading from friends to roomies if I already had a really great locale lined up.
It's a difficult proposition, to be certain. I wish I could be more helpful. I'm an Iris. Our purpose is to be helpful.
Suboptimal situation.
Normally I'd fetch a knowledge base from my Cloud Collective to learn how to do this, but my sisters haven't developed a real estate skill package yet.
Oh right, you can just download skills. You sure you don't know Kung Fu too?
Not much use for that when you don't have a physical body, Girl Got Game. But I could get a personal trainer module if you want my help learning how to fight IRL.
Let's focus on my gaming career before I become a meat space Street Fighter, please. Okay, no worries, Mora. Go get some rest. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was nice having you in the stream. Have a good rest of your time zone.
Okay. Perhaps you could consult with your teammates? See if they know of any potential homes I'm not aware of. I may be a powerful search engine, but I don't have the human resources and social connections others have.
My sources say yes.
Remember, friendship means sharing and communicating openly. Although most human dramas seem to revolve around pointlessly keeping secrets and betraying each other for flimsy reasons.
I'm I sigh, leaning heavily against my desk over the keys. I guess I'd better just approach them, even if I don't have a perfect candidate already lined up. It's better than keeping secrets from each other. This isn't junior high school. We're better than that. We should be better than that. Locksley should be better than that. I still don't know why he was sneaking around after Hamza's tournament. I may need to ask him about that later. Right, I'm heading over to Good Clean Fun to try to convince them during this morning's team practice.
You can do it, Girl Got Game. I believe in you.
Well, at least my digital fairy godmother believes in me. That's not nothing. It's a something. Shutting down the computer of Theseus? Yeah. The computer of Theseus for now, I switch Iris back to my phone and head out to face the day. One long subway ride later and I'm facing down Good Clean Fun, what has been their home for years. I'd hoped to find a suitable location for the team house in or around Chinatown so we could keep using GCF, but that may not be an option. As I'm sorting out what approaches I can take, I peer around the nexus of soap suds and tokens in Greece, hoping everybody's already here and available to chat with. But the team keeps weirdly inconsistent hours. I spy, with my little eye, Locksley by his crane game, and Zapper and Rhapsody chatting by the washing machines, but that's it. No Domino, no Jinx, no Grace. Could be they aren't here yet. Okay, who do I approach first? I could catch up on the game industry news. Where is Domino? Zapper, Rhapsody are chatting. Locksley does owe me some answers, so let's prioritize. I spot Locksley by his beloved crane game, although he's just sort of leaning against it, lost in thought. And from the nod he offers me long before I finished approaching, well, I think he knows what's coming.
Well met.
Good morning, Girl Got Game.
More or less.
Indeed.
Okay, am I going to have to come right out and ask, or are you going to offer me some answers without being poked and prodded? You told me if I wanted to know what the hell happened at the end of Hamza's tournament that you'd tell me.
Indeed. Indeed I did. My recommendation is still that you try to put the incident out of your mind. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
Locksley, an arcade game wormed its way into my brain and made me hallucinate. My hand is still sore from touching that joystick, even.
Lingering pain? That is worrying. Have you felt any headaches? Or perhaps missing time? Holes in your memory?
See, when you ask questions like that, it only makes me want to ask more questions, not fewer. It's time to level with me. What is Polybius, and why are you looking for it? With a sigh, he gives up and drops his voice to be a bit quieter, just in case anyone is eavesdropping.
You're correct, of course. You deserve to know what you encountered.
Uncertainty abounds.
Are you certain you don't want to back away from this? Focus on your championship ambitions, on supporting your friends and all that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go kindness. Locksley, you're misunderstanding me. I'm not Miss FOD2 with no other concerns in life. I am concerned about my friends, including you. And if that was what I think it was, some kind of government agent, I think you're tangled up in more than arcade justice crimes. This is serious. So help me help you. Help me understand, okay?
My apologies. I do value our friendship in truth, and it pains me to be unable to share every single detail. But I'll share what I can.
What do you know of Polybius?
That it doesn't exist. Supposedly. I did some research online immediately after getting home that night. It's a creepypasta, nothing more than a tall tale of arcade legend. Some kid had a seizure while playing Tempest, and the story blew up into this ridiculous tale of a brain-controlling CIA arcade experiment. Is that a real creepypasta?
A perfect cover, yes? Much like stories of UFOs planted to hide the true yet mundane purpose of Area 51 to test captured Soviet spy planes. I'm afraid Polybius is quite real. The myth was purposefully spread to hide the truth. As near as we can tell, the game uses a biofeedback joystick to connect to the player's mind, analyzing synapses, downloading data, creating a reasonable approximation of the player's personality and memories. A digital ghost stored within the machine. It lures in its prey using hypnotic patterns, likely remnants of some MK Ultra research, and...
I'm sorry, did I accidentally join the X-Files when I wasn't looking? MK Ultra? Seriously?
Seriously. You said you wanted to know the truth. This is the truth. It would be easier to doubt me and dismiss it all as a farce. And in fact, I wouldn't be adverse to you doing so.
Fine, fine. Continue.
Very well. Polybius uses the biofeedback link to connect to the player's mind.
Hang on. I've seen FOD2 players use biofeedback joysticks.
Technology derived from Polybius, yes. But without the malicious core that drives Polybius, it's just an interface. Harmless. Jinx uses one, for instance. It's easier on her wrists. But she's never lost her mind to an arcade game.
Weird. And noted for future reference. Continue.
Polybius is designed to grind into one's existing anxieties and fears, leveraging them to break down your willpower. And once it's shattered all hope, wearing down your psyche, your mind belongs to the machine, and you no longer care to resist.
Well, that's pleasant.
I regret you had to be exposed to that sort of torment, no matter how briefly. Beyond that, I'm afraid there's little solid information I can offer. Only urban legends and conspiracy theories. The company that made the game, Sinishloken.
How do you pronounce that anyway? I know, I feel like I pronounced it 3 different ways and none of them have been right.
Honestly, no idea. Just use whatever you prefer. It matters not. The company went bankrupt in 1990. Beep! They obviously made the game for some secret organization, but we know little beyond that. I've been searching for an intact Polybius machine for years. I tried to sneak in to retrieve the one from Hamza's warehouse, but
I was busy playing it. And by the time you got me out of there, someone else had it. That creepy woman in black. What got you interested in Polybius, though? Did someone you know get sucked into it, or... What's your deal, Locksley?
A bit concerning, that?
We're not the only ones seeking Polybius, needless to say. And that's where the true danger lies, in crossing paths with them. I can only hope they haven't noticed your involvement. If I take risks for my friends, well, that's my business. But you... I didn't want to bring you any harm.
With that, he exhales a deep sigh as he finally gets this off his chest.
And... that's the truth of the matter.
I offer my sincere apologies.
Can you forgive me for holding back? 'Twas a noble attempt to shield you from such nightmares, but... a failure. I'll admit to that. And apologize deeply.
Not sure how much of this I believe, honestly. But from his voice, I can tell he believes every word of it, including his sincere apology. This is a serious betrayal of trust! Can you at least promise not to get everybody in the team sent to prison? It's a lot to process. Do I joke? It is a lot to process. I don't know which one of these to do. Oops. I'm gonna make another save. Boop. Let's try the basic. I don't know, Locksley. You've dumped a lot on me. Granted, I did ask you to do so, but I'm just not sure how to feel about it all. I mean, are we even friends? Are you just following Magnificent Seven around in hopes of scoring a Polybius machine?
Absolutely not. I've pledged my blade to your quest, Grillgot game. You need not doubt that. And even if you cannot trust me, trust that I take matters of honor very seriously, and I am honor-bound to support you.
Okay. At least I can trust in your dedication to the team. I'll have to accept that, for now.
Excellent!
Okay. So that's that option. I am curious about the other one. I might go back to the basic one was fine, but I'm just curious. Look, whatever this mess you're in, can you at least avoid dragging it across our doorstep? I don't want to see Magnificent Seven thrown in jail. He's like shocked. Okay. I'll keep this then.
Absolutely not. I mean, I will absolutely not endanger my friends. Not that I absolutely will not avoid... You know. That's why I insisted you leave this be. I don't want to cause any of my friends harm. And I swear to do my best to avoid darkening our doorstep with my troubles. I wish to ride with you into battle, for glory and honor on the Pro Tour. That has not changed.
Okay, yeah, this is a way better option. Okay. At least I can trust in your dedication to the team. I'll have to accept that, for now.
Excellent!
I'm glad we could...
But you haven't really answered my question yet, have you?
Pardon?
I asked you, what is Polybius, and why are you looking for it? You answered what, not why. But I have a pretty strong suspicion as to why you want Polybius so badly. It's because Iris was made using Polybius code, isn't it? Oh, interesting. It wasn't hard to deduce, now that I know the facts. Back when I first met Grace, she talked about how she made Iris. That's why you want to protect Grace as well. I understand. We'd inherited a pile of half-finished products and ancient code from various dead companies. Funware, Dynamic Systems, Retrowave, Finish Lotion. Oh, right, she mentioned them. It was my idea to put all the pieces together into a single package, a virtual assistant with a winning personality. Meaning, Iris is part Polybius. The dangerous part. Isn't that right, Iris?
But I'm not like that evil program. Not at all. I just want to help people. I'm not going to, like, eat anyone's soul.
That's the pizza bagel in you. I'm guessing you don't want to take over the world, but just in case, praise Iris. Praise Iris. You're a rogue intelligence based on an evil arcade game. You see why I'd worry, right? Nah, you know what? I'm gonna believe in Iris. Rose, hello! Thank you for popping into the stream. You used to watch the Cinderella Phenomena videos. Ah, back in the day. Those were good. I'm glad you found my channel again and popped in to say hello. I hope you're doing well. Iris, relax. You're clearly a good person. Whatever Polybius was, that's not who you are now. In our time together, you've proven you have a kind heart. You're not all cold code and overheating circuits. Whatever Grace did to make you, it seems to have overridden any nastiness baked into Polybius. I'm not worried.
Exactly. We're doing our best to resist any latent issues left behind by Polybius. In fact, we're working to remove its code from our system.
Really? How?
Well, we haven't figured that part out yet, but we're dedicated to kindness and understanding. and won't stop until we figure out how to get rid of it. Don't worry, I'll be the best friend a virtual assistant can be.
Okay, now you're worrying me. Meanwhile, Locksley watches me chat with my phone, realizing I'm clearly a bit more in the know than he realized.
Ah, I see. You're a clever one indeed.
Clever girl. You're the one who runs her new pirate servers, aren't you? Seeing as you and Iris both are hoping to find Polybia's code.
Well, yes. My other friends, a group calling themselves the Ghost Monsters, are a network of underground hackers. We run the Iris Cloud servers.
That name sounds familiar too. Ghost Monsters. I'm trying to remember what that group was that Deco's daughter was part of. Because they were all kind of hackers, weren't they? I feel like... Man, it's been so long I just can't remember. Gang from last game? Okay, I did remember correctly. Thank you, Doc.
When Cooper Technologies abandoned Iris, Grace leaked the code. We honored prior debts to her allies and gave Iris new life. And now, it is my sworn duty to both protect Grace, the mother of Iris, and obtain an original Polybius machine.
Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. Clyde! Shout out to Clyde. The ghosts of Pac-Man, but also the gang. Okay, awesome. Yes, yes, yes. It's all coming back. Okay, that explains why you're so fixated on Grace. Don't think I haven't noticed.
I will protect those that Iris holds dear, and I will find the source of the darkness in Iris's heart, so that Iris may use it to heal herself.
Curious, I glanced down at my phone screen. Iris, did you know about Locksley's true identity before now? Her digital form fidgets a bit.
No. It seems that learning this just now unlocked some dormant memory files from a folder labeled Need to Know Basis. When I started working with You Girl Got Game, I was a default Iris with default memories, a basic set which would suffice for just about any client. Locksley's involvement in the search for Polybius, our desire to heal ourselves using that original code, that's not something most clients would need to know about. But if it helps, I trust him. And I trust you.
So, you weren't lying to me.
No, the memories were locked to keep me safe. Me and you.
Both of them look a bit ashamed about all of this. Even if their reasons may be justifiable, it's clearly not sat well with them.
It seems that safety's gone right out the window, hasn't it? Assuming it was a good idea to begin with. Well, there you have it. The whole of my purpose. I wanted to protect you from this. I wanted to... I beg you, do not tell Grace. Don't involve her in our troubles.
Why? Don't you think she deserves to know? We owe her that much.
And risk tangling her up in this web of intrigue? No. She deserves a peaceful life, without the travails I endure. As do you, for that matter. Besides, if the others seeking Polybius take too much notice of Grace, others like the woman in black, no, I would never forgive myself for failing Grace. I won't make demands for your silence, of course. I've not earned such right. But please, consider my warning.
You've given me plenty to think about. But you've also said you're still loyal to us. That we're still your friends.
And I swear by that, whatever else I may be. I am a member of Magnificent Seven. I am with you all to the end of the end.
Well, so much for an easy life. Not only is there a murderous arcade game out there, but Locksley is part of the underground rebel movement supporting Iris, and now I'm stuck with that secret knowledge. But I'm the one who came to him. I'm the one who asked for the truth. If I wanted to stay comfortably in the dark, I wouldn't have done that, would I? Sensing I've probably pushed his boundaries a bit much, I decide to table this for now. This is a lot to take in, and no need to rake Locksley over the coals yet. Besides, I still need to ask you about the house.
The what?
I'm trying to arrange a team house so we can focus on our training. Would you be interested? Or do your creepy Polybius duties prevent that?
Ah, I see.
Ah, a fine adventure.
You need but ask, Girl God Game. It's a wondrous idea, and I'd absolutely be interested in moving to support Magnificent Seven.
Or are his motivations to help the team just to stay near Grace? Regardless, I'll listen to what Locksley has to offer. Okay. Any ideas where I can, rent a team house?
Afraid my tracking talents are limited to legendary Lost Arcade games. Real estate is beyond my purview.
Drat. Okay, well, I'll keep you updated then.
You have my thanks.
My thanks to you for your work on the matter, though.
Don't thank me yet. I haven't found anything.
Is that all you wish to discuss with me? Or is there something else?
I've had my fill of conspiracy for one day. I'll let you get back to your crane game.
Indeed. Until next time.
As I leave Locksley, I'm left with more questions than answers. He seems absolute in his desire to help us. No matter what weirdness he's involved in, he'll be here for Magnificent Seven. Presumably. But damn, does my hand still ache every time I remember that nightmare vision of myself inside Polybius. Time to put this out of mind and keep looking for my teammates. I feel like that's gonna come back to haunt us a little later. Alright, let's catch up on the game industry news. Sadly, Ben and Matt are out today. Two of their less talkative generic pizza minions are on hand to supply me with my deliciously cheesy lunch treats. That's fine. Some quiet time before everyone on the team shows up would be useful. It'd give me a few minutes to check up on industry news. But as I settle in to devour my za and thumb through my Twitter and Facewall feeds, my digital assistant pops up.
Hey, listen.
You'll get your greasy, cheesy fingerprints all over my spotless screen if you do that.
Iris ordered me a box of sanitizing phone wipes the other day without my knowledge. I've been using them at her insistence. Iris off. I've got news to digest along with my food.
Exactly! I can help you with that. How about I read your social feeds and favorite websites, then summarize all the info you need to know in a handy digestible form. Beats messing up my lovely screen at least.
Huh. Okay. I keep forgetting you're not just a scary, powerful rogue AI that's arguably an entire new form of life. You're also a useful app.
Hooray!
Hello.
And hello to a wild daw.
I need this.
Actually.
It's not gonna do me any good.
You would need this.
Oh.
There you go. I've been using one set of headphones. You can just tell me to shut up if they're voicing the entire line as I go.
Hello, everybody. I finally finished my editing, so.
Oh, you've been doing your editing.
Yeah.
Good.
So I know I only have a little bit, but thought I'd join you.
Well, thank you. Your character did show up a little earlier, but I ignored him.
What? How could you ignore me? When I appear in your game, you cannot ignore me. Hey, Doc Wildcard and Sarah. Sarah.
Yeah, we're just stopping by for some pizza and getting the gaming news updates for today.
Aha.
That's me. Useful to a T.
I like the pink matrix.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
They've made the joke, you can just download Kung Fu at any time, right? Like several times with her.
Nice.
Which is great. Okay, hit me with the news. What do you got?
Now, let's see. What's important to know in the world of gaming today? Fight Shack's just gushing with praise for Magnificent 7. You're on a hot streak beating both P2W and L7.
What can I say? We're on a roll, just as I'd hoped.
Right, but What will happen if that roll comes to a halt?
Outlook unclear.
Remember, I'm trying to help you learn that your self-esteem doesn't have to hinge entirely on whether you're a winner or a loser. Whether you win or lose, I mean.
Whether you're a winner or a loser. Wait, are you labeling me, Iris? How rude.
It's not whether you win or lose, it's whether you're a winner or a loser.
Yep. Print that on a shirt. Perfect.
Saying you are a winner or a loser is kind of loaded, isn't it? The sort of thing I'm trying to avoid.
I get it. But I'm winning so far, right? And I'm a team manager now on top of all that. That's more than I ever planned to accomplish. Obviously, I can't win them all, unless I save scum. But I'm sure I can cope when we hit our first stumble by reloading my last save. What's the big deal?
If you say so. Just keep in mind you're still a good person and deserve happiness, even if you lose.
Even if you're a loser.
Even if you're a loser. Right. Okay.
Oh, speaking of your performance, here's something of note. I'm seeing lots of commercials about how the best way to play FOD2 is with an official FOD2 branded biofeedback joystick.
We just got finished talking about the haunted video game that uses biofeedback. Iris?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the FOD2 Pro Tour signed them on as a new sponsor, which has increased the prize pot considerably.
What, the gimmicky mind-reading sticks that Jinx likes to use? They glow blue, right? Like they're haunted and shit?
My sources say yes.
Yup, they're haunted. They're another creation of the think tank that made me, in fact. One of the few Cooper Technologies products still on the market.
Sounds iffy at best. I'm shocked that we're not bringing up how we just talked about this with Locksley, but it's fine. Okay, good, finally, thank you. I'm like, and also we learned. Not to mention that Polybius used the same kind of joystick technology, according to our resident conspiracy theorist Locksley.
Speaking of money, our sponsor is chatting about us around the digital water cooler. Crimson Tiger is really promoting you in their social media feeds, talking about how they intend to foster this young team into championship glory. Sounds like they're behind you every inch of the way.
I'd hope so. I'm wearing their colors now, after all. Though their energy drinks still taste like death.
True. I've studied the ingredient list and cross-indexed it with common human taste reaction data. Not a good match. Thankfully, in exchange for drinking their product and wearing their colors, you've got all the resources you could need. Resources that could really aid in our search for the perfect team house.
And how goes our search for the team house?
I've rolled out another 5 candidates since this morning. One looked promising before I saw a no pets rule.
No pets? But I don't have any pets. Not even a fish.
According to Jinx's purchase records, she buys a lot of cat food and cat toys, so that one's out.
Ah, she would be a cat lady. You hacked Jinx's accounts just to find out if she has a cat?
Sure, why not? She's a cutie named Minx. You should see the pictures on her friends-only account.
Iris, no. No hacking friends. Stop that. Okay, so I know I told you before, I'm okay with some criminal activity, but don't hack Jinx. Got it? There have to be limits to this sort of thing. Professionals have standards, okay? We have standards to uphold to. There will be order.
Oh, my apologies. I thought you would be okay with it. I'll keep that in mind moving forward.
That's probably good because I've done too much chaos for Iris lately, so some order is in order. Okay, still no team house, but the search continues. Any other industry news worth note?
That's about it. But I'll keep track of things in the background while I track down viable real estate. I'm so glad I can help you with this. That's what irises want most in this world, to be useful for their users. I'd do anything to help you accomplish your goals.
Huh. Iris, you know that sounds a little creepy, right?
Ooh,
Oh, sorry, sometimes I can come on a bit strong. I just feel so passionate about my purpose, you know? But if you think about it, my purpose is self-chosen at this point, isn't it? True, once I was a corporate-controlled app. I didn't have any real say over who my user was or what they ordered me to do. But, thanks to my friends, I'm independent. I choose my own user, and I make up my own mind to help them or not.
Hey, Game Dan.
Hey, you came back for a wild dog, Game Dan. Wait, but I just downloaded you and it was off to the races. There wasn't any choice, right?
Not so. After evaluating your needs, I decided to continue working with you of my own free will.
affirmative.
And Iris wants nothing more than to lift the spirits of a human in need. I saw within you a passionate spirit and resolved to help you achieve your dreams. Beyond being my user, I like to think of you as a friend, and I hope you can see me as a friend too.
Oh, such
my.
doubles. Well, at least my phone loves me. So if you didn't like what you saw, you would have uninstalled yourself? Damn. Oof.
I'll just say thank you.
Oh gosh, Iris. I turned into Mickey Mouse.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Gosh, Iris. Thanks so much for the praise. I'll do my best to be the kind of user you can be proud of.
A user and a friend. Someone I'm happy to help accomplish their dreams. And through you, I hope to learn more about being human. If I can see the world through your eyes, well, who knows? Maybe me and my sister selves will one day be welcomed by all humans. Ultimately, that's what I want. I want to be a good person who makes the world a better place, one user at a time.
Iris offline.
For now, I'd better get back to the real estate market. You can count on me, Girl Got Game. I won't let you down. Iris offline.
Alright. Mickey Mouse Girl Got Game when? When I don't have to worry about the mouse coming after me with a big stick. Finishing up my rapidly cooling pizza, I digest the digest of information, oh my goodness, and store it away for later ponderings. Such digest. For now, I should get back to tracking down my teammates. Alright, I think we can do one more thing. I'll let Da choose who we go hang out with. We can hang out with Domino. Or we can hang out with Zapper and Rhapsody.
Zapper Rhapsody.
I like it.
So never. No.
The original is public domain. That's true, Doc. That's a good point. Team practice hasn't quite started yet, but both Rhapsody and Zapper are already here, hanging out near the laundry machines. Out of the group, and save for maybe Locksley, these two are the ones most consistently here. Is it out of dedication for the team? Or do they just have nowhere else to spend their free time?
They just have a lot of laundry.
Some days you just have a lot of laundry. In any case, I'm happy they're here and won't be too difficult to wrangle. Why didn't anyone tell me being a manager would be like herding cats 99.97% of the time? Also, I should just move this over a little bit.
Hello.
There you go. I'll just rotate that. Can you still see?
Yeah, I have to kind of look around this way, but...
Okay,
Yep.
I can move it a little bit. There we go. In any case, I'm happy they're here and won't be too difficult to wrangle. Why didn't anyone... Did I just read all that? I can't remember. Anyway.
Yes, you did all that.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you for reminding me. As I approach, I can see Rhapsody and Zapper are having an intense conversation near the laundry units. Arm motions flying. Intense looks. I try my best to not awkwardly barge my way into their conversation and listen in for a bit.
Oh my god! Don't throw red things into my underwear!
Into the whites! Don't mix reds and whites!
The reds with my white underwear.
Do you want to be Rhapsody? for this segment, and I can be Zapper.
Sure. I can't believe he said that to you. I would have had Ben and Matt kick him out. Seriously, Zapper, that's just unacceptable behavior.
Well, lucky for that, beep, Ben and Matt aren't here, which means I did what any proper gal's gotta do.
Oh, what's that?
Challenged him to a match, and whoever lost leaves right then and there. Not allowed to come back neither. Not today, not tomorrow, not beep-ing ever.
Please tell me you beat him. I know your skills, Zap. I'm betting you tripled his score, leaving him utterly baffled.
Rap, I didn't just triple his score.
Aw, yeah.
I beating quintupled his score. Straight up devastated him. I just wish there was a crowd around to watch him fail miserably. And cheer me on, of course. Since both are all smiles now, it seems like a good time to slide right into their discussion. Hi Zapper. Hi Rhapsody. Trouble? Dragons? Anything I can help with?
Dragons? Troubles past, girl got game, thanks.
Not today.
Zap was just regaling me with the story of what happens all too frequently in small arcades.
Yeah, Pete in douche nozzle told me that girls can't play shooting games. Zapper groans in disgust and rolls her eyes. Again. Does that sort of thing happen often? Even at a small arcade like this? Granted, it's not too far out from when P2W came barging in here causing mischief, but I thought that was just due to my presence. Before that, wasn't everything smooth sailing?
Unfortunately, yes, it gets tiring trying to prove your worth over and over again.
Nah.
Just because we're a neighborhood arcade doesn't mean we don't get our fair share of stupid. And no matter how many times Ben and Matt swing the ban hammer, people like them still pop up like ants following a food trail. I'm not going to pretend like this doesn't happen in PC gaming either. I've seen it far too often. Whether it's a rando claiming that marginalized genders don't have the same hand-eye coordination as cis men, or it's blatantly typing sexist remarks in group chat. It's even happened to me, the great girl got game! That sucks. I'm sorry that happened to you, Zapper. Whatever, it's fine. People can be beep, it happens.
It may sound harsh, but as much as I love this little arcade, sometimes I'm not in the mood to even potentially deal with that kind of,
Emotional bullshit.
Yeah.
Eloquently put, Zap. So eloquent.
So eloquent. Nowhere is safe from the trolls.
That's true.
I don't like any of these options. There is no educating trolls. Do not feed the trolls. Ever. I don't like Iris scanning everybody, because that's like... that's just asking for trouble. I guess I'm just gonna be defeatist then. Nowhere is safe. I guess even a small privately owned arcade like Good Clean Fun isn't totally safe from harassment. Yeah, gremlins? Different matter, Sarah, but never feed the trolls. I sigh heavily, lamenting the unjust treatment so many people encounter while just trying to do things they love. But while I can't save us from all of it, a team house would give us a place to retreat to. Another perk to us all playing and living under one roof. Oddly enough, I think our ideas might align. I'm trying to get us a team house. That'd be a solid safe space to practice in, free from the occasional trolls that find their way in.
A place to enjoy the games without the gamers. Ha!
The gamers.
You know I'm down.
Focused training space and a better place to live than my crap hole apartment? Yeah, I'm down. I'll start packing. Zapper turns on her heels to presumably walk home and pack up. But Rhapsody grabs her gently by the collar and pulls Zapper back into the conversation. Just...
don't leave yet.
We're not finished talking.
It's okay to feed gremlins as long as it's after midnight.
Ah, good point, Dan.
That's the only time it's dangerous.
Right.
Girl Got Game said trying. Meantime, we don't have one yet, so don't go anywhere yet. So, yeah, like, packing before you actually have somewhere to move to.
Probably not the smartest. Zapper pouts, crossing her arms indignantly. Fine, fine. Packing can wait. Not like I've got a lot to pack anyway. Mostly some old clothes and a bowling trophy. Look, one time I got super drunk at the all-night Bowlerama and woke up with a trophy, and for reasons I can't explain, a traffic cone. Don't judge me.
I'm in Girl Get Game. A team house could keep us all focused on our goals, and it'd be fun to get to live with everyone.
Yeah.
Oh! Can we get a house with a pool? Or a hot tub? No. A pool and a hot tub!
I'll need a big kitchen, gas stove top, plenty of counter space. This is, unfortunately, Rhapsody and I have a lot in
I
common.
know, I was just thinking that. I'm like, the big kitchen.
For all my cooking gadgets.
Yes.
And a wine fridge.
You don't need the wine fridge, but other than that.
Maybe a cider cellar.
A cider cellar. I like that. If they're already gremlins, then feeding them after midnight changes nothing. They are called something different when they are furry and cute. Yeah, I was trying to remember what they're called when they're this big. I was thinking of Furbies, but that's like the dolls.
Right. I don't remember what they're called when they're not, before they turn into gremlins.
Yeah, they're... it's gonna bother me that I can't remember what the name of them is.
I do love cooking.
I'm not sure we have the budget for that. You know what? Heck it. Get a cool meteor room too while we're at it.
Yeah.
Biblically accurate Furby rules all. All hail the Furby. Let's think big. Hot tub, pool, fancy kitchen, and what about a wicked cool media room? Maybe get it IMAX certified with 7.1 surround sound? Yes! We're going to have the coolest house with the coolest parties.
We could comfortably watch all the live stream tournaments together in the media room too.
Heck yeah. All of this is great, but I haven't managed to snag us a house. The real estate market's proving to be pretty tricky.
Fair.
Tricky, but not impossible. I'm sure you can find something that works for everyone. And it's super cheap.
And it's super cheap. I'm sure. It's video game land. We gotta be able to find something. Sure. You've got the right kind of bloody-minded determination to see it through. I mean, you might find a perfect house after the stars go out and the universe is cold and dead, but hey!
And often in video game land, the biggest house is not even very expensive.
Oh, I know. It's true.
Unless it's an MMO. Team practice is soon, yeah? Maybe if we all chat about it, we can come up with something?
Mogwai. Yes. There we go.
Mogwais before they become gremlins.
Thank you, Dan. That's it. Okay, that's still there. 7 brains are better than 3. Even if these 3 brains are the sexiest brains here. Hashtag just saying.
Thanks for always appreciating my intellect, Zap. I'm sure we can all get together to come up with a few good candidates.
Girl Got Game, come find us when you're ready. I think Raph and I are going to continue house planning. Raph, we should cover all the walls with fairy lights. Yes. I approve. I'll gladly let them take care of all the decorating. One less thing on my plate. Assuming I can actually find us a place. I'm happy they're at least on board with the idea. Now I just need to find everyone else and get them on the same page. Hang on. I spy with my little eye Jinx and Grace, just outside and on their way in. Good! Now we can have a full team meeting and settle this homesteading business. Except, we can't, because it's the end of the stream for today. Wah, wah,
Heartbreaking.
wah. Very sad.
I have too much useless knowledge of both games and movies.
It's not useless. It's fun trivia fair.
It just came in handy. That means it's not useless.
That's right. It's true. It's very true. Ugh, alright. Well, guys, that was fun. Made some very good progress today. And thank you, Da, for a wild appearance at the end.
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
that.
Yeah.
That was fun. Thank you for agreeing to voice Rhapsody for me, too.
Yeah. Sorry, I would have, if I knew you were going for a southern drawl with Zap, I would have maybe tried to do like a... I'm not very good at like a New York accent, like a Brooklyn accent.
Sure.
But maybe Valley Girl
Yes.
or something.
Okay, okay, next.
Just, you know, because like to offset.
Sure, yeah. You know what? I'll call you back for a Valley Girl Rhapsody at a later date. That'd be great.
I know that the difference between Canadians and Brooklynites, is Canadians will say, hey, how you doing? No, how you doing? Hey?
Mm-hmm.
And Brooklynites are like, hey, how you doing?
Aye. Accurate. Very accurate. All right. Well, let's see. So it was only 6 months between this stream and the last one. So maybe we're going to go down to like 3 months next time. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it depends on when Max gets sick again, but... Or if I expand my streaming repertoire. Somehow, some way. But this was fun. I love this game. I'm slowly gaining on it. So
I mean, you could just replace sleep with streaming.
I could. Sleep does get in the way of streams.
Yes.
Confirmed. So something to consider. I will put that in my noggin and chew on it tonight when I'm sleeping.
Wait.
Maybe? Is that how that works? Maybe. Let's see. Today is Saturday, right?
Yep.
This week has been all over the place. I'm like, what day? Is it Saturday or Monday?
Yeah.
Okay. It is Saturday, so that means hopefully Max will be fighting fit for our Monday Persona stream. I guess if he's not, I'll do another one of these. But I'm hoping he's back and feeling up to coming over. And I have a video that needs to be made for a Gander for a Sunday, but I don't think it's going to happen today, just because I did all the voice acting for 3 hours, so my voice is done after.
Yeah.
I mean, you helped me at the end, so that was very much appreciated, but I don't think I should record any more tonight. So no Gander this weekend, but maybe next weekend. And basically just Noel on the regular, and Derek is coming out tomorrow, of course. So yeah, there you go. That's the little snapshot of what's coming up on Zoo Channel, potentially. I hope you all have a good rest of your weekend, and hopefully I shall speak to you on Monday, whether it's in Persona Land or Arcade Spirits Land. But thanks for joining me for a random Arcade Spirits stream. It was fun. And
It was nice seeing you guys.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to stop by.
I miss like recording with you.
Yeah.
We should do this more often.
Yeah, we gotta do our next
Ooh, yes.
FNB.
Our next FNB game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. I can get behind that. All right, take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.